We live? We live? Yo, yo, we live. What is up, everybody? This is your SuperSight. Welcome back to another stream. I was just reading the Bible, a book of the Bible called Esther. I'm reading about a man called Haman, an evil man called Haman, whose goal was to exterminate and eradicate the Jews. And yeah, it's a very interesting read. I highly recommend it. The book of Esther in the Bible. Incredibly sad that Hitler wasn't the first and isn't the last. But yeah, it's fascinating to. Anti-Semitism is a really terrible thing and has an incredibly long history dating back to, well, all the way back to the Bible, the Old Testament. So yeah, anyway, that's a read I recommend. Esther from the Bible. You can look it up online. Just the book of Esther, the Bible. So what is up, everybody? This is your host, SuperSight. Welcome, Lynn. Welcome to Gaming at Snowman. And hello, it's a long time no see. Good to see a fellow New Zealander. You're up late. Yeah, I always know that when there's a New Zealander. It's like, oh, yeah, if I'm streaming and there's a New Zealander coming on, you're up late. So anyway, we're going to be playing Risk. I wanted to do Clash Quest, which is actually, I've downloaded on the New Zealand device, because the other one was on the Finland device. And I was going to do that, but Risk was all set up, and so it was easier. So I'm like, yo, let's do that. So yeah, let's open up Risk and let's go for it. I've had a terrible run. Like yesterday, I had the internet crash on me, and then I lost a game. And then the stream before that, it hadn't been great either. What had happened? I lost one or two of them and that. So hopefully we have a strong stream and can get let's go 2 wins. Let's go 2 wins. Now I won't be streaming for more than 4 hours. It will be under 4 hours this stream. Not sure exactly how long. It's hard to sort of gauge with Risk. But yeah. So, oh, here we go, this ad. This will be good. Here's trouble. The lore of Merge Mansion. That's even the game theorists did a whole thing on that. He also asked the question, how can those games get away? How's that not illegal advertising when they're like 99% of people can't complete this level in that? When yeah, it's just that's not true. Okay, so let's give this a go. We got this guy's online, so he's on. It's sort of crazy. Like it's a hang of a lot of people that play Risk, and Risk is no short game. Like Risk can go for hours and hours and hours. So the fact that you have hundreds of people that can just play all day. I don't know, I guess it's like a hobby in that, but it's sort of just weird because it's and it's sort of different to most games in the sense that when you're in a game it can last hours and you can't control that, and you don't want to have it that you have to leave because then that absolutely ruins the game. So it's sort of odd, it's something that goes on for ages and ages. Isn't Supercell connected them or Future? Yeah, Supercell is connected with them. They have bought the car. I did a stream on it a long time ago, but sadly I don't think that stream saved. Because it was during the time when I'd been banned, and the other things weren't there. So, there we go, do that. There's your sound. Yo, yo, Josh Winder, welcome to the stream. So, yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, only streaming to 5 AM. That's 4 hours maximum. I might, hopefully just 3 hours or so. I don't know, it's just a pain getting up, because then the day starts so late, but then I need to start the streams earlier. Long time, no see talk. Welcome, welcome. So there we go. That fills up so quick. Remember, for a time I just had only the Grandmasters, and that was actually one of the times I stopped streaming it because I was waiting 2 hours, and I was like, I'm not going to start the stream until I actually fill up, but it didn't fill up. So anyway, here we go. Hopefully none of them quit. And yeah, yesterday I sort of was the first time I ever sort of almost felt bored of Risk, which was no, I don't want to feel bored of Risk. But I was so over that. It just went on and on and on and on and on, and it was like 3 hours of just the 3 of us or something. Okay, cool. Everyone's in. I'm excited. I'm ready to win. I'm ready to learn. Okay, there we go. So what are we going? I'm reckon South Africa, South America. Oh, I always mix it up now. Thanks a lot, Elon. I actually know quite a few South Americans? South Africans, which is kind of weird, because there wouldn't be that many South Africans. Well, not in New Zealand. But I actually know quite a few. I'd say Oh, there we go. Attacks have started. How many do I know? I made a list. I think maybe like 10. That doesn't sound like many. Or maybe it's like 8. But I mean, that's like more, like, how many Indians do I know? I think there's a Indian kid or two at my school, but not really. I know, like, a lot of South Africans relative to their population. Plenty of sight theory in his stream. Hey, yeah, 2 years, 2-year badge. That's the one, Josh Winder. That's the one. You should make a sight theory. Yes, game theory, sight theory. Ancient history. It's 2 years is so long. Like, it actually is so long. Like, that's a hang of a long time. Oh, I'm allied with red. Bother. Because then I feel I don't want to attack them. We've lost 2. Ukraine's like the biggest country in the entire game on this map. Like, is it the biggest? Like, maybe Brazil? I think it's bigger than China. It's kind of, or maybe North America? North Africa? Australia if you counted it together, but it's kind of funny. It's like, that's the biggest one just about. Oh man, we lost a whole heap of, and I have to attack a 2, which I don't like. So purple I'll probably, or purple or blue. Yeah, I don't like that. I'll put them on, I know where I'll put them. My main account is glitch, shows in the comments, but yeah, how's like glitches like that existing on YouTube for like years? Oh, it's cold. It's sometimes 11 degrees in my room. Actually, I have 10 blankets on. I thought it was 9. I've been telling people it's 9 for the last few months, but it's actually 10. My electric blanket's currently not working, but I feel cold with 10 layers. 2 duvets, 2 like kind of like furry things, like kind of duvets but not duvets, and then so 2 of those things, 2 duvets, 5 woolen blankets and 1 sheet, so 10, and I'm still cold. But yeah, so I get cold. I did get tested for my thyroid, but the doctor didn't say, which could be a sign of the medical field being overcrowded. Hopefully that's not why they didn't contact me. Hopefully it's because there's nothing wrong. I could leave that. I will. It means it'll get attacked, which I don't really want. But I just sort of let this purple to move up through there. Where's the? Oh yeah, that's doable. See you, snowman. Sleep well. Thank you for stopping by. Poor cold-natured SuperSight. I wonder if like my body temperature is like below it. It's not, because it sits at 37. But it's sort of like, yeah. I like always when I was a kid in the school pool, I'd get real cold. So I didn't like swimming. It was just so cold for me. I mean, and I'm like 53 kgs-ish. So 52, 53 kgs is my approximate weight. But yeah. Yeah. Oh, he's moving them all up there. So I'm not, yeah, but it's, yeah, I've always just felt so cold. It's a shame. But it doesn't seem like there's any medical problem. But then I wonder if I'd get hypothermia at a lower or higher temperature. Because then I'd put on heaps and heaps and heaps of layers to compensate. So then surely I'd still be, oh, what is this guy? Oh, he's just trying not to get attacked. But then he's just leaving them there. And that's kind of annoying. Because I want red to get out of South Africa so I can start. South Africa and South America, actually, for that matter. Didn't matter which one I said, for once. Yeah, he's probably going to take my 1. I went to an event dinner today and, yeah, met some interesting people. Yeah, some interesting people. Yeah. Anyway, one of them was autistic. Just like me. It's very interesting because, like, it was, yeah, like, I didn't, like, I already felt comfortable around them, like, within, like, a minute and that, which is odd, because normally it's sort of, like, I just presume there's, like, I don't know, I don't trust people much, and, I mean, but, it's such a, like, when you say you don't trust people, like, I don't think that portrays, like, where people just think, like, oh, so you, like, never give anyone a chance or something. Hey, yes. Like, as if I never give anyone a chance. But that's not what I mean when I say I don't trust people. It just means I take time before I just, I don't just blind, I don't know, I feel like, in my view, people trust other people way too quickly, and then keep repeatedly getting abused, and then just keep, saying, they just keep blaming society or just again and again and again. It's the first time, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And it's such a good saying, man. It's so true. It's so true. Oh, that's not very loud for the game, is it? I could turn that up if you'd like. But yeah, it's just so annoying when, people just keep again and again and again keep falling for the same thing. It's please learn. And hence I've learned. Well, by me learning, it means that I am very skeptical. I give people chances, absolutely, in that, but I don't just default trust people in that. And there's a level at which no one does that because, well, not many people, because you wouldn't just trust someone with your bank account details, and so it's so you don't fully trust someone when you first get to meet them and that. Yeah, trust is a very interesting thing. Very, very interesting thing. And I've talked about it in Riot and the Dragon. That was some of my initial thoughts of it. And yeah, I've since thought more about it. What's the other thing I was going to mention? A couple of things. Always more, 3 things or so. So one of them was, so there's the trust thing. Well, so this is sort of kind of, the colors are still wrong sometimes, which still looks cool. One of the things was, purple's not doing too great. Yes, in New Zealand we have referendums on some things, but I think, yes, they're refortified. Cool beans. We'll just say thanks. Boom. So we're just going, Africa, awesome. South America, I just do not like owning that continent. It's just a bother. Okay, so this person's hopefully not going to attack me. What was I going to say? I'm forgetting. I could move them up, but then it means I have to have a whole heap on each, versus it'd be nicer to go boom, but then I don't want them placing anything there, or any bot or anything. Yeah, that's right. In terms of, because we have some referendums in New Zealand, so that you vote on, it's hard to focus on both things. So you vote, because you elect, in New Zealand, you elect your election people every 3 years and that, and then they can form coalitions and that, although last year that one party won over 50%, so they didn't need to form a coalition, although they've kind of gone with the Greens, so there's that, and but anyways, because this, because you need, I don't know, in my view, it's it's not consistent on and having referendums on some things. Either you could just do direct democracy for everything, right? And when I do these streams and just talk about this stuff, I'm just talking about it. I don't know. I'm just thinking through all these different various issues in life and that. So, just take it with a. Well, I can't even remember the old saying. It's just grain of salt was the easy way to say it. It was a nanoparticle, not nanoparticle, but a particulate matter. Oh, whoa, my goodness. What was that? That was terrible move. What was that for? Poor purple, they're almost dead. So either you'd have direct democracy, or you vote in a party, and then they have a mandate for the next 3 years to do whatever they want because you've given them the full right. But we're in New Zealand, we sometimes have referendums on stuff on euthanasia or whatnot. But then there's the vast majority of things we don't have referendums on. But it's well, why do we have referendums on that thing? Who gets to decide that one's a referendum and that? And then sometimes they're binding and sometimes they're not. So in my view, it's very inconsistent. It's well, either let's have a referendum on the vast majority or all big things in that, or we just give one party, we just vote in and give the mandate to whoever's in. It's well, we voted them, so then why partly not give them full and this, it's in terms of of what they have jurisdiction over, which then is the argument as to whether you want big government or small government in that, but then of what they do, regardless of whether it's big or small government, it's surely it'd be consistent to just either they get on with it or we just vote on everything, which I think they had somewhat direct democracy in Switzerland and that. I think they did it in like California or something in one part of it, and then it just didn't work because like the vote. Well, this is what my economics teacher told me in 2018 that like they'd vote to like if it's like, do you want to have this new social program and that, or do you want to have all these pools or playgrounds? People would always vote yes, and then if they voted, and then they had to vote like, do you also want to increase taxes? And people were like no, and then it didn't work because they went bankrupt. So yeah, but it's just like, cause like this whole supermarket situation in New Zealand, because the grocery prices are quite high. It's like, in my view, it's like, why, like, let's just, like if we're gonna entrust, either people are smart enough, right? It's like, if people are smart, if you're gonna give people the right and the power to elect the most powerful thing in the nation, why would you, how is it consistent to entrust people with that, but then say, people aren't smart enough to decide which grocery store to go to? It's like are they either are they smart? Are we assuming that voters are smart and like people are smart and intelligent people that can decide this stuff, or are we not? But it's just all this inconsistency. Like in some areas, it's like, oh yeah, no, you know, people get to absolute right to decide the highest power in the land. But then also the so stupid that they can't pick which groceries to buy. It's like, that's just not consistent. Yeah, and I'm not saying like which one to go with, but I'm just saying surely we should be consistent in which one we go with. That's my point. Okay, so discretion is the better part of valor. A paraphrase from Shakespeare. Man, yellow's flippin' strong. 40? How did they get 44? My goodness. I don't know if I want to... are we allied? We are. Okay, okay, that's fine then. So we'll do this. And then we'll go like... from here to here. And then we'll fortify. Oh, but then red will attack me. Maybe. I don't want yellow to attack me. If they attack me, then go for it, but just, yeah, don't hurt all troops. Same thing about here, referendum puzzling. Where there's discretion, there's corruption. Well, then, there can be. Just like where there's subsidies, there's corruption. Can be. Dude, this guy, he didn't even have to attack, oh, okay, he's just taking over that. Okay, that's, okay, then that's fine. If they just attacked me, I'd be like, what is this strategy, man? Blue could break into my continent, but I think they've got other better things to keep them occupied than trying to break into my continent. Okay, that was one point, and then I've forgotten the other ones. The trust thing. Oh, yeah, here we go, here we go. Big boy blue. Nah, it's fine if he breaks in. Oh, there we go. He doesn't. I mean, yellow still could. I don't think yellow will, but yellow still could. Sean? Sean Carbon! Yo, yo, yo! Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. That sounds fine. Cool beans. I can't imagine a hefty SuperSight. Yellow's like... and their profile looks really, like, buffed because they got that thing. How did they get so strong? Like, incredibly strong. Even a Cashin, like, that's pretty strong. Like, 18. Like, I haven't got 18. Oh, that's because they haven't cashed in. But still, like, that's a lot of troops. So many points. So many points. So much to cover, so little time. Is that Bill Maher saying? I'm not sure. There's someone that says that. I think it's Bill Maher. There's so many people to keep track of as well. Yeah. Oh, not my turn quite yet. Ready to say, yeah, the boys. Purple's still alive. Red could go for the kill. Purple's in like a deadly spot where they've only got 2 cards. When they get, well, with 2, yeah, when they get 3, then it's really, yeah, Red could well easily wipe them out right now. Purple will be like, it wouldn't be bad move for Red to knock out a player. They get most of the stuff back, you know, and then they get another turn because they got, oh no, he cashed in, yeah, nah. Oh no, but he cashed in, which got him the, yeah, let's go. Okay, we wanna get that, but that's not easy to get. Okay, we will move up towards that. Yeah. next can we get? The bonus one from India. Cool beans. This is going well. It's going well. Trust. There's a point about trust I was going to make. Oh. They are aggressive, man. That was so aggressive. And they've kind of done it. Like, they've got it. I mean, they've got nothing on their borders. Am I allied with them? I am, so I won't attack them. It's kind of annoying we lost all those troops, like 4 troops there, and then we'd lost some, like 3 down, so it's a bit of a shame. But anyway, at least we get the cash in. The cash in. All for that cash in. Can't remember what point I was going to make about trust. The internet looks dead on this. Very poor. That's right. That's like inaccurate. That's inaccurate. It's not poor or very poor. Like, it's got like no issues 95% plus of the time. And that's like watching 1080p video. I think that's the max that it can go up to. It's iPad Air 3. It's crazy. It's already over 3 years old. Oh. Bad move in my view. Bad move. I would have just tacked that single red, because now they're just weaker. And then they're on 3, which is like, gets more and more risky to like, oh, they're gone offline. Okay, that's why. Those players that just quit. Yellow's doing very well for themselves. Oh yeah, go and stab them in the heart. Yeah! So the only non-allies that's not a bot is just blue. And they're not really a threat to me. I mean, they could go brrr, but realistically, they're not going to do that. Yeah, we're going to get some more troops. Rally the troops. Are they dead yet? Yellow's like, man, Yellow's just done so well, and that's with South America. They sort of got them, like, they got troops in Asia, they got strong as borders, and they've got a healthy income, there's no direct threats to them, and they got some up in North America. It's like, mate, they're doing well. That's red there. A good area extinct red. I think I will. Pink is next. Okay, I won't attack them then, that'd be a bit sad. Oh, we get the cash in, let's go. Which one are we gonna... Yeah, we're not getting that. Okay, cool. Oh, that's a lot of troops. Oh, bother. But looked quick enough. No, that's not how it works. Okay, well, our army's going up. We're at 45 now. That's well, and our income's stronger than Yellow. Oh, are they gone? Are they offline? No, they're not, because we've still got an alliance. I don't think Pink's a very good player. Way too aggressive. Watch it on 480, which is the lowest, so lets me read the rest from chat. Oh, I see. Don't have... unlimited internet here. That will change soon. I use so much internet, man. What are we up to this month? It just uses so much internet, having the stream going. So this month... We've already used over a terabyte this month. I mean, the month's almost over. We're close. We're like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness me. I think they'll get it. Because if they don't, and then Pink cashes in 3, and then both the players die when that happens. I mean, Blue's barely got it. And Pink has a cash in, potentially. And if they do, then it goes on your rel, and they're in within 3. Oh, they could try. Because then they'll be so annoyed, but then both of them are going to die. Watch this. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, it didn't show the internet. Yeah, anyway, it's getting close to 1.5 terabytes, so it will exceed 1.5 terabytes by the end of the month. Yellow's just so healthy, man. And I'm enjoying this game. I'm enjoying this game. It's like, yeah, I'm confident with my position. We got, they're going for the kill on purple. 4 cards. That's well worth it. Yellow will be in such a good position. And then they could kill pink and then blue. They're not getting their win like that other time, but they could yeah, they could easily get pink. Well, there we go. The top 5 should easily get top 4. I'm confident I'll get top 3. Well, I mean, it could change, but yeah. Yeah, they could well have wiped out. I could wipe out blue, actually. I actually could. And they got 4 cards, and I'd have Australia. Okay, that's some pretty good incentive right there. That's some very good incentive. How much would it cost? The 14 would cost a lot. I could do it, though, and then I'd have, like, basically half the map. Oh, are they going for it? Well, either way, that's 1 less blue. Oh, I will have to attack Japan. It's kind of annoying. Unless I did the 11 in. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for the kill. I'm going to go for the kill. Oh, we get 6. Yeah, we got this, man. Oh, I hate to waste troops like that, but... Blue, you gone. You gone, man. Blue will be like, no! I probably didn't need this many troops, to be fair, but it's worth. And then 4 cards. Does that mean we get... Oh, no, we don't get another cash-in. That's a real shame. If we got another cash-in, that would have been such a healthy move. Anyway, this guarantees that I don't get the next lowest position, and it's very beneficial. Lucky pink is an ally. Lucky for them. 4 cards. Very nice. Oh, that was close. And now we are the strongest player in the game. With 5 cards and in a super strategic position. I mean, yellow could attack me, and that's okay if they do. SuperSight on the move. Yellow could get North America, but actually red is in there, so yellow can't do that. This is going to be interesting to see how yellow reacts to me now having a very dominant... And I have a heap of territory, so my income's going to be huge. Oh, and I accidentally wiped out yellow from that area. That wasn't my intention, but it happened. And they're still attacking pink. They might kill... Yeah, okay, pink's gone as well. It'd be kind of good if they didn't quite kill pink, because then that would be so good for me. But I think with that many troops, they should get a solid wipeout. So, man, it's just... See, this is how games, like, should be played. Like, you know, just like, we've wiped out 3 players within a very short amount of time. Like, it's the game... It's less than 30 minutes in that, and I didn't even start straight away. So, ooh... If they didn't quite get it, that would help me so much. I think red would go for it. Oh, I hope they don't get it. Ah, lucky they got him. Anyway, that's fine. Now it's... Well, because now it's really weird. Because now yellow... Because now red's going to make a move. Like, well, they're going to have to. But it would be weird if those 2 are allies. Well, then yellow's income would just skyrocket. Man, they're already at 72. Ooh. Yeah, pink would have been a nice target to target. But I'm still in a healthy as position. Although yellow could easily attack me, and then they will have broken me. And they have solid income. Pink is toast, yeah. But see, look how quick this game's progressed. It's, like, good. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of troops. No, don't do it, don't do it. Ooh, I don't know if they're going to or not. I really hope red breaks into yellow, because otherwise yellow's gonna go super fast. I should claim Asia. I might as well try. That'd be banter. Although if red attacks yellow, then then I don't need to immediately do it. But if they don't, then it's like they could go. Oh no, they can't go for North America either. Oh man, they're not. Yikes. But then if I take Asia, then they're almost certainly gonna attack me. No dancing back and forth. No, it's oh, 11 troops. Let's go. And a cash-in. But unfortunately it's not. And they're not in good spots either. Oh no, actually, Siam. Yeah. Cool. 19 troops, my goodness. Hey, we kept, that's super rare. You don't normally capture Asia. That's so funny. And I'll make it look to yellow like I'm going to battle against red. They get 12, so they're like hind on my heels. This is really weird. This is really weird. This doesn't normally, like, having Asia, like, the games progress so quickly, and then it's like, I've got Asia, he's got Europe, we just got ones on all the borders. Now, if he attacks me, then it's fine, because then I'll go down temporarily, but then I'm still allied with red, and then I'll go to war against yellow, and it's all good. And then I have the income in Australia, which is sort of, like, healthy. I should really back it up a little bit more, because he could get in there with the 26, which would then really hurt me. Just take it all the time to put them all on. So, where to from here? Oh, yeah, I didn't realize. Oh, I won't even be able to capture a thing. Oh, he'll be able to get that. This is funny. I like this. This is weird as. This is like such an odd match. And red will be like, what the heck? Red will not be happy right now because they'll be like, these two are just going to get super strong. And this is really good for me because red is in yellow's base and can't really get out of it. I mean, they could go 1-1, 2-30, but that makes no sense. They could go 1-3 and bet on me being an ally. Oh, there we go. Oh, they might come through me as well, which is fine. But if they don't, then it's just super good for me. Because in yellows, then I just boost up hugely. Oh, my goodness. 19. If they want to break into my continents, that's okay. Go for it. That was such a healthy income. I missed how much I got, but that would have been so many. So that, oh, but they're going to claim that now. Still, I'm in a better position than yellow. Well, but then they can easily break into Europe. They sort of would just want to kill red, but then I'd win. So they're sort of like, that just annoyed yellow that happened. That wasted it. That allowed me to catch up. Who knows what red's gonna do? This red could easily, well, red could easily determine who wins right now. But hopefully they don't do that. And it would be silly if they start a game of Risk when they have like only 30 minutes to play. So we'll see what happens. They're gonna go through me. Ooh. Oh! I win. That's not really fair. That's not fair. That's not fair. That's just sad. Okay, so I'll quickly whip round and knock out red. Juliet, welcome. Play Bullet League. Bullet League, that's a good game. 16. Which way do we go? Oops. That's not fair on yellow. This was not a clean win for me because that was just really unfair what red just did. It's a win, but not a fair win. Because on one hand, it's like, oh, I kind of want to, like, this guy let me win, that's kind of cool, I want to help him. And it's like, no, what he did was really unfair and wrecked the game for yellow. And yellow was an ally right to the end, and yellow never did anything aggressive against me, so I respect yellow. Can you come to India? Oh my goodness, that's a lot of cards. Oh my. Oh, that's a lot of cards. Okay, where do we... Oops. Not fair on yellow. It's kind of annoying because there's like hardly any risk games that are like properly fair. Like there's like, I mean, technically under game theory it would like be like equal forever, I think. But then there's like reasonable things where you're not perfectly playing game theory, but you're doing reasonable moves. It's like, yeah, that was a fair move, that was a fair move. But the amount of games where there's actually like no bots and no one does crazy unfair moves that wreck it for someone else isn't actually that many games. So yeah, there's not actually that many. But the thing is, since I know there's a lot of people that do that, and since I'm aware of bots, then I always, well, especially because I know people do that, then I account for that and then do a super defensive strategy. Pardon me. So that then when people explode or quit, then they don't go for me. See, technically you'd have it on fast mode. See, that wasn't a good game based on what Red did. Anyway, we'll definitely be having at least another game. Which one shall we attack last? Middle East. You sort of get to choose. It'd be interesting seeing stats on like the last one conquered in any given game. Like there'd be certain hotspots which would often be the last one. Like for example, the bottom of Australia would almost certainly rank above like a little bit up from Australia. Boom on Twitch, let's go. I don't think he can physically go to India. Please, bro. I'm not playing Bullet League tomorrow. That will boost me in the rank. But I did do one recently. I think this year actually. I think this year. Can't guarantee it, but yeah. I realized when I take snapshots, it's really annoying because I take snapshots and then it's like, okay, waiting for it to go away. Realized like about a week ago, you can just swipe. Oh, no, I got copyrighted for this last time. No, where's the audio? Ah, yeah, skip. Ah. Okay, anyway, that got rid of it. Yeah, whoa. 3. What does these levels mean? Just sort of changing the thing around. We're still beginner. I'm kind of surprised. 3 wins. Oh, it's gone down now. 68,000. Didn't see what we were last time. Olive, Xroki, recognize both of them. Another token. Yeah, that's a hang of a lot. Like, there's hardly any then that are above beginner, because I'm still beginner, and I'm 68,000, so then all the other ranks combined are less than that. I'm not playing Bullet League tomorrow. It's annoying I forgot my point that it's going to make about trust. Oh. Yeah, to go to India, that would be a lot of money. I'd love to go to India one day. I would. I think it would be awesome. Dennis Prager says that India is like one of the 2 most interesting countries to visit. I think he said India and Israel. I'd love to visit, but I'd love to, there's a girl that's gone to all the countries in the world. That's pretty cool. Although, depending on the list, some of them have different countries listed and some miss out certain countries. Like, there's like slight differences. Although, I don't know. Oh no, people have gone to North Korea. Sort of weird, like, how they allow that. Someone sent ear tags to North Korea. Yeah, I'm not playing Bullet League tomorrow. It's a good game, but it's sort of like there's just extremely low interest in it. And the game's like, people on the server say that it's dead and it's been abandoned and all that. Which is a shame, because it was a good game. It was a real cool game. And I did genuinely really like Bullet League. I never really got super duper into it. It was like one of those few games. It was like Zuba and Bullet League and Bomber Grounds and like one other one that I sort of had done a few streams on, but not intensely in that. So yeah, but what? Too many fail. How did too many fail? What the heck? I've had 2 fail, so that means like at least three didn't confirm, which is huge. Like that's at least 3 didn't confirm. That's a lot. Potentially 4, which is basically the whole lobby. Well, 3 is half the lobby, 4 would be the majority of the lobby. Excluding me, 4 is basically the whole lobby. Boom on D Live, cool beans. Yeah, I did like Bullet. It's just I don't know. People don't understand the Bahamas. Yo, maybe Jordan's there. It's people don't understand. I mean, but there's nothing wrong with you asking that for me to play Bullet League tomorrow. But as in, people just don't understand how unprofitable most games are to cover. Like, they just, you know, because then you say, well, just cover it and just don't do it profitably. But it's like, yeah, I could do it like once or twice, but that's not sustainable. You can't just do that week after week after week after week. As a little hobby for like an hour, go for it. But, you know, or 2 hours or 3 hours once a week in that. But, like, you can't, Ukraine player. You just can't keep doing that, you know, and I mean, it means just doing a stream of Bullet League that, you know, I could do that. But there's other games that I want to play priority, because I did do one of them kind of recently. So I've got like 4 or 5 games I want to cover. Everdale's up the list, as is Clash Quest. You're good at Bullet League. I did manage to be pretty good at it, yeah. I was kind of amazed at how good I got in such a short time. Considering Battlelands, I spent so much time. Battlelands, in the first 2 seasons, I was really good. I was one of the top players in the world in that. Potentially, at my peak, I would have potentially been in the top 10 players in the world. So, yeah, excluding Brazilian players, maybe the first player in the world for, like, a tiny bit. Maybe. Gasson, he wasn't from Brazil. He's from Argentina, I think. So, a lot of South American players that were good at that game. Rico, B-Dragon, I missed that game a lot. I really do. I was thinking about it just the other day. It was such a, you know, it was part of my day in 2018. Like, I would push. And it was sort of odd. But life was so different back then. Like, I would just, like, go on, like, I'd hop on, I think at, like, maybe 4 p.m. or something, or, or maybe, like, it was, like, 4 p.m. or 7 p.m., and I'd just play with Rico for, like, 4 or 6 hours. Not Rico, with B-Dragon. And it was cool. We'd just push and we'd just keep going up and that. And it was so much fun. And now that's all gone, which is real sad. But yeah, it was a great game. It was a great game. And but I quickly got relatively really bad at that. Like by 2019, mid-2019, I was like, it dropped way back. Like, I don't even know if I'd be in the top 100 players by then. Like, people got so good. Oh, I guess it depends. Like, in like April when that update came out, maybe. But like, it made me sad, actually, because, like, with the car, people were just so good with it. Like, the amount of pros there was at the game rapidly increased. Like, in 2018, there was very few pros. Like, there was not many people. But in 2019, it had gone up so much, which actually made me quite, like, negative, because I'm like, well, relatively, I'm not very good at the game anymore, because there were so many people that were so good. Had a hard time following Bullet League. My brain is slow at processing. It was a good game as well, but it's just that one's dropped as well. It's just so few games are financially viable. It's such a shame. Clash Clans is one of them. It was so financially viable that there was multiple YouTubers making a living off covering it. But the vast majority of games can't even sustain one YouTuber. Even Heyday. I mean, but if someone was ultra good editor in that, doing daily content, daily streams, and had super chats and members in that, and it was got their creator code in there, maybe they would be. Even then, it's just, that's pushing it. It's pushing it. I mean, Ricky's been doing the game since 2014, and still, it's just like he's not making a full-time job off it. Like, probably not even half-time, like, to what a full-time job would pay. So it's just really tricky, and it's a shame because it's like, and it's not because like, oh, but YouTubers only care about money and that. I mean, some of them probably that's true, but it's just for any given YouTuber. Like, you can't just have, like, spend an equivalent of a full-time job or even a half-time job doing YouTube if you're getting, like, no money off it. Like, you just can't. Like, some people can in rare situations and that, but most people can't. Most people, it's like, well, they need money to put food on the table, so they have to go, you know, just get a real job, like get a proper full-time job in that. Yeah, it's just, and there's not many games that are financially viable. So, yeah, I feel like I was going to get Africa again, but it's like, well, actually, no, looking at it, I probably can, but then it's like, oh, wait, it's a new game, I can't just, it's not the same situation. Yeah, this is a good setup for me to get Africa again. This is very, very similar, actually, extremely similar to what it was like last game. But yeah, I did like Bullet League, I did like Bomber Grounds, but games just, like, come and go so fast, and it's just so hard to keep up. And doing variety doesn't work very well at all. It's not very well at all. And the YouTube algorithm is terrible for variety, because rather than, like, you subscribe to someone and then click what games you want to see if they're a variety channel, and then it just shows those, it just shows, like, all your videos to everyone, and then the click-through rate just drops steadily, and then your videos don't get promoted very much. So that was before I got banned. That was a big problem in that. And my videos, it's sort of weird. It's sort of like, it's all perspective, really. Like, in some regards, it's like, we'll go for that one. In some regards, it's like, wow, you're getting like 400 views a video. That's so many. It's like, yeah, kind of. I mean, that is a lot of views. Yeah, true. But also, it's like, yeah, but that's like less than $1. Which, that's just like, yeah, it's hardly any revenue whatsoever. And also, only about 20% of people on my videos in general actually watch the whole thing through. Like, or even most of the thing through, like, let's say 80% in that. So, even though it's like, whoa, you got 1,000 views on that video. So, well, it's more like 200 views in that. So, it's significantly less than what it looks like. It's like, what, you know, or like 100 views. Well, that's a few views in that. It's like, yeah, but only, like, 80% of them didn't actually watch most of it. Like, only 20% actually watched the video. So, it's actually a lot less if you disregard the 80% of viewers that, like, most of them click off within, like, 3 minutes of the video. So, yeah. Man, this guy's all over the show. It's orange, dude. Yeah, so there's that. I forgot, yeah, it's gonna make a point about trust earlier. This is the Raya and the dragon thing. Yeah, it was sort of like, because people, yeah, so, to do with trust, like, if you say I don't trust people much. I mean, I guess that's the disagreeable trait, like, on the Peterson test, the Oceans test. That's, like, more distrusting of people and that. But, just, like, behind disagree, like, it just means that it's far more cautious than that, because people just keep getting hurt. So my reaction to, like, lots of people being distrustworthy and that is that then I am much more cautious than that with people, and I think that is significant. I mean, I get a lot of flack for this in real life, and that a lot of people say, like, wow, that's just crazy, and that just trust people, otherwise you'll push people away. And I don't deny that there's some people that we pushed away because I don't trust them so early in that. But it's like, yeah, but the people that want you to trust them straight away, like, which group like significantly wants you to trust them fast as? Scammers. Scammers want that. The scammers love it when people trust them straight away, because then their scam works. But it's like, yeah, it's like, I want to be careful. I want to be careful in that. So, and part of being careful is just, like, being cautious about who you trust, and not just instantly trusting and blindly trusting in that. And it doesn't mean that I'll never really, if any, it actually, I think, well, in my case, it means that I'll reach a higher level of trust than most people would ever have with each other, because, like, well, not necessarily, but in my case, it is the case in that, because, like, then when I actually trust someone, then I'll really trust them, and then it's really good. It's really good. Like, when I hear that there's, like, spouses that don't tell each other who they're voting for, it's like, how? Like, what? Like, how do they even, like have conversations on most things? Well, not, depends what you find as most things, but so many things. Like you see, like, the school board do this and that, and you're like, that's, like, a political thing in some cases and that. You know, just so many things in that, like, your opinion on, oh, well, this is happening here, there's riots here, there's inflation over here, there's, you know, and all these things, and, like, just comments that you'd make about you annoying, like, it would always, then people would, like, you could just sort of figure out what people politically think, but it's like, it makes no sense to me that the spouses wouldn't trust each other, or it wouldn't be civil if they shared who they voted with their spouse. It's like, what? Like, to me, that's just insane. Like, it's just crazy. I mean, clearly they just have no connection around, like, ideas or political stuff and that, because, yeah, they're just, like, that's just clearly not something they do. But then it's like, I would find it very hard to have a relationship with someone. There's a couple of rare, sort of unique relationships I have with people where we don't talk about anything political or any stuff, like, we just, I mean, I think the other dude has autism, so then it just, like, and then he's, like, much more free to be himself, and I'm more comfortable and free to be myself, and then it just works out kind of decently in that, without even discussing big topics. But I love talking about ideas, which then links into politics and that. Oh, there we go, we're capturing, and we're not allowing anyone to capture that one. Just by the fact that I'm not moving my 4 out, and thus there's just, like, hardly any incentive. I could capture it right now, but I think we'll wait one more turn. I wouldn't be a bad move to capture it right now, but yeah. Scammers feed on fast trust, lacks discernment. Yes! Yeah, where there's subsidies, there's corruption. Ronald Reagan. When my kids were small, they made more money in 1 hour walking a neighbor's dog. YouTube channel. Has got really big enough. Indeed. Indeed. Yeah. I calculated in 2017 at the rate I was getting paid, I need about 40,000 views to get minimum wage equivalent. 40,000 views a day. Which is a lot. I was getting like 20,000 before I got banned. So that was getting up there. I just started getting 20,000. Like prior to that, I've been getting like 10,000, but it was getting up there. But now the ban just absolutely killed it. Yeah, I kind of feel like it should just grab the continent. It's like not as anyone was going to attack me, but yeah. Orange and yeah, there's a stalemate between orange and pink there. Purple's in a good position. Blue's sort of blue and red stalemate, orange and pink stalemate, and then the South America is total stalemate. Like it's just, and they're not even my allies in there. Oh no, pink is my ally, rather than pink. Yeah, there'd be some games where it would basically just there'd be like a stalemate content like that because it starts like that and it just stays like that the entire game. So basically everyone just fights and players are basically wiped out, and then it's just like no one captures a continent because it's like that. Because there's so much effort to capture it, and by the time you get the return, it's like, because like let's say you get two returns, so that's then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's like 6 turns worth just to break even going for South America. Plus you annoy the people that you attack, so it's like, yeah, I don't think it's very worth it. And minimum wage doesn't get you very far alive. No. So then that's just the minimum in that. So yeah. I'm ready to capture my continent. Yeah. Continent time. An Ice Age continental drift. Move the majority. But yeah, like that. Yep, that's fine. Like that, and that fortification. Oh, then that will get attacked. So actually, this, never mind. People like that's so silly. Because then if I do move the 3, then they'll attack that. And eventually I'll move it when someone starts to claim it. Yeah. Anyway, I was at this event today and I was talking to this girl who turned out to be autistic, which then made a lot of sense because I was like, yeah, it's just noticeably different. Like, yeah, it's just noticeably different. Cause like she was comfortable being herself and that, and yeah, it was just good. It was good. And so it's like, yeah, because not many people with autism. Like it's only 1% or these days maybe 2%. But oh my goodness, that's a lot of pink troops in that. I'm kind of concerned. Oh, surely not. But yeah, there's not many people with autism in that, so when you find someone with autism in that, it's like, yo, because I mean, even though there is a lot of people, well, like, you know, 2% is not that many, but then it is a lot, like, in terms of numbers if you have a city of, like, 40,000, but then the vast majority of them you'll never find, because most of them don't go to, like, autism groups or anything like that, so there's not actually that many that, like, you can find. Like, not that it really, like, matters in it, like, who cares if someone has autism in that, you know, so I sort of, in that regard, yes, but in the other regard, it's also, like, people with autism I find disproportionately easy to get on with. So, it doesn't mean that I get on with a given person with autism. I actually do, though. I actually do. Although, but that doesn't mean I have a strong connection with them. But, I'd say that people, but then, because if you include low-functioning people with autism in that, then it's easy to say, well, people were disproportionately less hostile in that with autism versus the average given person in that. But then that's partly because, well, if people can't talk, then they're not going to be really hostile, are they? If you just included high-functioning people with autism, I still believe that they'd be they're disproportionately less hostile than the average given person. But out of doubt, there's many hostile people with autism. Sadly. Oh, they're putting some troops there. But yeah, I'd say there's disproportionately less of them. And I think partly that's because they've been like lots of people with autism, most people with autism, I would say, have been bullied throughout their life or in their life, during their life at some point, and so therefore they're more caring or attuned to the fact that that bullying's not very nice, and thus then they like are generally nicer with people. yeah, big generalizations, but yeah. Okay, 8, yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. But yeah, there's not many, and there's even less girls than boys with autism in that. Like, it's a 3-to-1 ratio in that, so there's not many. Well, yeah, because then it's, like, if it's 1%, which I think it's 2% now in that, but if it's, and then probably in countries like New Zealand, there'd be higher rates of diagnosis than, like, in Congo. But then it's like, then there's 0.25% of girls, or 0.5%, which is only 1 in 200 females have autism, which is very not many. Like, that's pretty rare. And that's at the higher rate. At the lower rate, if you're just assuming 1%, which I think it's fair to assume 2% nowadays, but if it's just 1%, and then the ratio is 4-to-1, that's 1 in 400 girls with autism in that. And how many people do you know? I don't know. I reckon I know like 1,000 people. It sounds like a hang of a lot, but if you count everyone you went to school with and that, and everyone at your church and everyone at the social groups, it's like, yeah, I guess I know 1,000 people. Not like super well, but 1,000 people in that. That means like of that whole 1,000 people I know, only two of them are females with autism in that, which is really, really few. Very, very few. And not even necessarily, although I'd say that, yeah, there's a lot disproportionate, yeah, is an easy word to use. Yeah. I'd say that, like, people with autism are disproportionately Christian. And then I'd say that partly comes back to the bullying thing and that, and thus then they sort of look for hope and that, and then find it in Christianity. Or find the truth in Christianity. So, yeah. I'd say disproportionate versus, because if your life goes really, you know, if you're a real popular kid and real attractive and all that, then is like, you know, just like life in general, just sort of, it's easier to sort of pick the world and be in the world, be of the world. Yeah, whereas if you have autism or are not very attractive or not very attractive and have autism and that, then there's far more reason to sort of like, yeah, look, like, investigate, like, well, surely there's more meaning to life. Stuff like that. Yeah. That's not to say that most people with autism are Christians in that, but I think that disproportionately would be compared to the average population. I haven't got any stats to back that up. That's purely speculation. Who are we going to attack? Pink I'm allies with, orange I'm allies with. Could attack purple. I'm kind of concerned with purple, like, right there, right now. I'll just do that. Don't really want to fight purple. Yeah, cool wins. That was lucky. Oh, look at red over there. Look at this. This is just crazy. Chaos. And even fewer numbers have a... Yeah, true. Because then there's also... And then there's Aspergus. So that's... Yeah, that's super rare. That's ultra rare. Because most people with autism don't have Aspergus. Although now it's technically... Now it's gone, technically. According to DSM-5. Although the World Health Organization, their list, still includes it. It's like the IOC or something. That still has it listed. But yeah, and so therefore people won't be diagnosed, you won't know. But yeah, you could say as of 2013 when they're still diagnosing it, then yeah, it would be like very small. So less than 20%. So actually, yeah, finding a girl with Asperger syndrome is incredibly rare. Although the one I met today was diagnosed last year, but then they wouldn't have been diagnosed with Asperger's. I don't think so, unless it was like an old school doctor that still did that. Not a doctor or whatever they are. Yeah, because then unless because I was diagnosed in 2011, so I diagnosed with Asperger's. But yeah, it would be ultra rare. Like a female with Asperger's would be incredibly rare. I'm kind of concerned about purple right there. Asperger's is only gone in the US, I thought. Oh, really? Interesting. They say females are, underdiagnosed. Yes. And I think in time there'll be more and more increase in that. But then it's like, yeah. It's good to have the diagnosis, but oh no. Oh, what was that? Just attack me, just hit me like that. At least they didn't break my continent. I'm hardly focusing. Okay, I'm not gonna attack that red one now because the end of there. Man, there's people all over the show. I don't like this. I'll put them there. go from there to there. Boom. Yeah, orange might want to claim that now. Oh wow, orange is a lot. Oh, they're up there. Orange and... yeah, red and blue are in a stalemate. Oh, I didn't capture it anyway, not this turn. Yeah, maybe they might still be diagnosing it in other countries and that, but yeah. Anyway, it was nice meeting this girl with Asperger syndrome or autism and that, and yeah, it's just the connection difference. It was just so noticeable. It's just different. It just... I can't really... I can't explain it. It's just... you just feel far more comfortable. It's just... yeah. Like, people... it's just like... I'd say more honesty is one of the most key things in that. Like, it's no, like... yeah. It's not just like, oh, everything's fine, everything's okay, and then it's like, can I please have the bread? It's like, yes, you can. Sort of thing. She didn't ask for the bread, but, well, I asked for the bread, because the bread was on the other side of the table. There's, like, a few people at the table, about 8. So, you know, and, like, you know, like, how's the meat in that? And then she was just like, someone asked her how the meat was in that, and she's just like, it's a little bit pink. It was, like, flippin' pink, man. I don't like rare meat. I like well-done meat in that. And, yeah, it was, oh, yay, okay, there we go, they're just going for that. So, and in New Zealand, like, most people like, meat, they don't like it well done, in that. So I'm, like, a minority in thinking it's rare. So it was so cool, it was like, yo, you agree that, yeah, meat shouldn't be, like, rare, it should be well done. Well, like, we prefer, that she preferred it well done, and that, but, and the fact that she's sort of, like, willing to say that, it's just like, yeah, I think it's cool when people are honest like that, and not like, no, everything's fine, and no, I totally enjoy it, and that. I mean, it's, you know, there's a place to be, you know, yeah, I don't know, it's just, yeah, but anyway, I like it better when people are more honest in that, but most people have a serious issue with, yeah, they don't like it when people are honest in that, I mean, in some cases, well, technically they'd like it. Well, no, most people wouldn't even like it if most politicians are honest. Well, yeah, well, no, but, yeah, because people would believe that, well, but theoretically, yeah, if you should be on the side of truth, and then, even, because then you'd believe that you believe truth, and therefore you would want people to be honest in that, but, yeah, I don't, most people, when you start, yeah, it's, yeah. Yeah, I made a joke when I was there, like, cause it's like, you know, saying like, you know, you shouldn't talk about religion, politics, and that. It's probably why so many people don't like me. But it was funny because I said I joked. I was like, you know, what did I say? Oh no, actually, nah. Well, it was a political event, right? Oh, that hurts. Are they gonna go for my 34? They could almost wipe me out. I mean, it would cost them a lot, but awfully hostile. Yeah. Anyway, it was a political event, right? And then I joked. I was like, you know, they say people shouldn't talk about politics, and I'm like, the people, and then it's like everyone, you know, it's a political event. Yeah. So, yes. But Japanese eat it raw, oh well. But isn't it bad for you to eat it raw? Isn't it bad for you? Isn't, like, too much rare meat bad for your eyesight, I've heard? I mean, there's a lot of things I've heard, but it doesn't mean that it's true. I don't like the aggression of purple. I could go for a stab in the heart. They wouldn't like that, and I don't really want to do that. But they're being awfully aggressive, and I don't like players that aggress me when I haven't done anything against them. India's more like, well, I don't know if it is more likely. So is Scandinavia, no, that, okay. This is, I haven't been paying much attention in that. I just feel like purple, well, purple's been aggressive. Yeah, anyway. I looked it up, so many doctors in the US still use the term Asperger just because of the stigma associated with the word autism, really? In New Zealand, it's like reversed. And it's like, Well, I don't know, it's very small sample size that I even talk to in that. But most people would talk to even less people with autism than that. Like, I don't know that many people, but yeah. Well, because they, you know, there's some people with autism don't like the term Asperger's because of Hans Asperger's, and then it's like, well, it's not like routine. I mean, I'm sure on the internet, yes, but it's not. But it's sort of like you can't even use the word Asperger's. Well, I mean, no, I haven't encountered much or almost any hostility for using the term Asperger's, but like it's like, you know, they might say like, yeah, like for example, there'll be a video by like Tony Atwood and that talking about autism and that, and mentioning Asperger's and that, and then the people would say, I'd like to make it very clear that, you know, he was using outdated language, okay? It's like, okay, like, you know, it's like I don't care. It's like, I don't care. Like, I describe myself as Asperger's or autism. It doesn't really matter. But I mean, it does matter in the terms of, to be more accurate, I'd say Asperger's. Not for the. It doesn't matter in that, like. I'm not paying much attention, man. Well, I'm doing pretty well. I'm the strongest player. Let's go. Oh, because I have a stronger, I get more than purple. That's funny. That's funny. Oh, no, but orange will be catching up now. Orange will be going for it. But they're obviously allied with people as well. It's just the psychology. Like, you can just have ones on the border, and it's just, we're allies. I got 54 troops over there, okay? You know, I'm just gonna keep looking this way, but, you know, it's all ones, but don't you dare. That's my income. It's funny. But yeah, so, like, you know, it's in New Zealand, it's like, I mean, there's no group called the Asperger's group in New Zealand. Like, I don't know of any groups in the entirety of New Zealand that are even called Asperger's or have Asperger's in their name. Like, yeah, you hear the term Aspie, but that's mainly on YouTube or online stuff. I don't know of any Asperger's groups. There's only autism groups, and not many people use the term, oh my goodness, autism in New Zealand. People are flippin' aggressive in this game, man. My goodness. Yeah. So, interesting, though, this is stigma with autism and that. All my kids like their meat well done. Nice! Maybe you're an American in disguise. Outdated language. Touchy, yes. I'll be back shortly. I'm back. But yeah, there's not many people with autism in that, so it's I find it kind of exciting to meet people with autism in that. I do find it a bit disproportionately easier to get on with. Not all, definitely not all. Orange is doing well. Camera angle was changed partly off the green screen. Yeah. It's just, yeah, it's just not quite. I keep turning it and then it's sort of just like, because then the screen's tilted, yeah. You can sort of see it there. It's sort of getting a bit worn. How is it getting worn? I'm not sure. Oh, orange. No! No! Orange has gone offline. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh. 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 Okay. I'm moving my troops. I'm moving my troops. That's rapidly changed it. Okay. Orange is offline. Maybe you moved your desk. I haven't moved my desk. Oh. Oh, blue gone? Blue gone! Oh, with 5 cards. Didn't see that coming. How did blue get so weak and pink get so ahead? Oh, but pink's used up a huge amount of troops. So how many was that battle? 42, that's a lot. I'm not even allied with red. Then we just have a mutual respect. But yeah, I'm concerned about bad bot, yeah. Purple's not very friendly either. So the only ally I have technically is pink, which has just done that move there. It's very odd. I love Japan. Japan's like, PewDiePie moved there. I watched the video. Japan's like quite high up actually. Yeah, like on the risk map, Japan is such a good spot. I love Japan because then people from Siam and North America can fight, and you're just like, yo, like you don't block anything. And people like, and also sometimes people miss it, especially in this game. There's like some Japan saves where like the person survived just because they're in Japan, and it wasn't obvious. Like people missed it when looking at the map. But yeah, I enjoy talking about autism issues and that. I mean, I don't mention it much on stream and that. I talk about it freely, but yeah, there's only so much you can sort of. It sort of relies on talking to different people with autism and that to sort of gain new information, but there's not many people with autism and that. Or there's, and then there's some that, but then they're low function in that, so then don't really. Well, yeah, like some of them are like can't talk, or some of them are selectively mute as well. So then it's like, yeah, not that many options. Oh, that's right. So what are we doing? What are we doing? We're going up here. We'll leave those guys up there. And, oh, is he offline still? Yeah. Oh, bother. Bother. Okay, this will do that. That cost me a little bit doing that. I'm not a fan of them though. They're just nasty, the bots. So they'll probably break into North America, but rather... Oh, there they go. Oh, hopefully they take over that one instead, but still. Bots just ruin it. I have some traits, but I don't rate a diagnosis. I have so many families with autism. I'm so very interested. Hey, hello person on D-Live. Yeah, it tends to run in families. Which sort of would mean that then it's like even more disproportionate in a sense. Like it's even ultra rare, like in terms of because there's only certain families, and if those certain families, you want to get through. Sorry, I didn't even realize I was blocking him. Yeah, so then it's sort of like even families. So most given families don't have it in that. So it's like, but if you find a family, it's like, oh, we got a cluster. What? It's like, what? What in the world? Oh, here's trouble. Oh. I don't like purple, man. I don't like purple. At least I'm holding my ground. That's nice. I should have attacked purple actually, so I didn't leave 3 there, but it doesn't really matter. They might start trying to claim back that versus... It's going to move them onto that 3, but... Oh no, they're still carrying on over there. That's going to be a pain for red. They're not even reclaiming their continent, which is really weird. So pink can come through now. Oh, are they gonna? Oh, they will go through. Where are they going? Interesting. They're over 100 now. If it wasn't for purple being so aggressive, then it wouldn't bother me. But because they've showed aggression in the past, I'm like, okay, kind of wary. Versus, like, if I was in their position, then I wouldn't have done aggressive moves. I'd hold those two continents, but I wouldn't have showed any aggression. But as soon as people start showing aggression, then I start to be very, very cautious. See, now, do I attack... Oh, no, I can't attack purple, so... Definitely attacking orange. It's just so weird. It's like red and I have just like basically no border on that, but so orange could easily go in, and we could easily go into each other. That's still... Oh, that red will be so annoyed right now. They'll be like, come on, why is this bot deciding over that one when they haven't even got their own continent? Oh, are they back online? No. I don't even know. They're just leaving that 40. I've never seen a bot that I can remember, like, just sort of leave a 47, like, massive clump. Just leave it there. Oh, wow. So now all three of us are... Oh, they just didn't... So they didn't really need to get through. I'm more than happy if they want to face the music. Tire hits the road. Face the bot. Trade. Let's go. Let's. I mean, we're not getting India, are we? So, we're not getting either of them. I love it how I'm just. Oh, I'm not quite at 12, but it's like kind of close to it. And just get bonus income because I'm just like going around orange one at a time and gonna just claim that. And he's still fighting red. Red would rightfully be so annoyed right now. They'll be like, are you serious, orange? Like, what the heck are you doing in North America? Trying to, like, eradicate... Like, it's like as if they just got it in for red, honestly. They just did one right then. They're not even attacking... I don't know how the... You know how the bots work. Yeah, you'd have a huge advantage at pink. Pink's doing well for themselves. You know, they're surviving well, even though they've got the income. Then red... Yeah, like, red's not doing very well, but then that's because orange has been bashing them. So, oh, wow, I'm ahead of purple again. So, sort of purple versus... Because I have slightly more income than purple, which is nice, because it just sort of doesn't let them get too far ahead. It sort of just balances us. And pink's there. Pink's ready to claim, but except there's a 50 orange sitting there. Yeah, the thing is, purple can't put too many on the India one. They could attack me through that other spot and then through India, but, I mean, there's not incentives to do so. The arrow's like, shoo, shoo. Oh, interesting. Red's... So orange is sort of losing territories. Like, they, like, not even that many. I bet they'll fight heaps in the back. Yay, it's my turn again. Okay, so either I go for that pink one, or I go for another one up here. I think I go for another one up here, even though I'll probably lose it, because pink's probably going to want to go for it. We're, like, really bashing orange back. It's a good game. It's a good game. It's a GG. I'm feeling good about this game. This is going well. I mean, even though we got like no allies, like Red and I have a mutual respect. Pink and I, we're allies. And then purple, and then orange is a bot, and then purple's the main guy I'm concerned about. Because they're A, they're the strongest, and B, they're the most aggressive out of any of them. Well, I mean, you can't beat a bot, can you? But, yeah. Where is Pink going? Where are you going? I don't think we're quite going to get to 12. I mean, we could temporarily get to 12, but then we just drop off, and then I look aggressive. Crazy Frog is just like normal Frog to me. And Looney Tunes are just like normal tunes. So good. So good. Such a good meme. Ooh. Man, Red's really had enough with Orange. I mean, I kind of can get that. Like, it kind of could well help. It could easily help Red. Wow. I thought they're just going to eradicate them. Like, that would have made sense. They trust me. Which is, that's nice. I feel honored that they trust me. That's nice. Just keep going for Orange. I don't like Orange. Orange is getting really, like, they only got 7 territories now. And, like, 4 of them are just ones. Oh, then they'll start bashing over there. Oh, that will slow down purple. Well, I mean, not really slow. Oh, no! No, no, no! That was unexpected. Oh, that was different. What? I did not see that. I thought they were going to do that ages ago. Then they haven't for like turn after turn after turn. Red will be like, no! Red will be like, no! Red will be like just fuming right now. And also that screws up me because they're right there. Red will be like, what? They'll be so annoyed. They'll be like, why? I mean, I guess it's because they were, I don't understand bots. I don't understand. There's a few things I don't. Yeah, 5 still in the game. Oh, yeah, true. Red can now just claim North America, but Red, like, is, like, now the weakest player, and it's, like, because the bot keeps targeting them. Now, Orange is in my flippin' base, and I can't do anything about that. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to. At least I didn't betray Red's trust. It was the bot. And it wasn't even like I opened that up for them to be attacked. I mean, they'd been opened up for turn after turn, and Red had never protected against that. Oh, and Orange is not weak enough to, like, kill. Oh, we're gonna have to cash in. Oh, no, we can just do a trade. Middle East, and we'll leave. Yeah, we'll leave Ukraine. So that and Alaska in the middle one. Yeah, cool. I think I'll probably finish it after this one, just so it's not an ultra late stream. But it's been fun. I've enjoyed it. And actually, if we win this, then it'll be 2 wins. So we actually got a good session in for once. So the last 2 sessions both weren't great. Finally, good for Red. Good for Red. Good for Red. You conquered North America. No, that just doesn't. That didn't flow. I mean, they shouldn't be attacked. I mean, Orange may well border up and attack them, and then they'll be so annoyed again. Oh, purple's slightly ahead of me. That's because I was attacked, I think. Low-key, kind of concerned. As Carlos Matos would say. What am I gonna do? Bother. That's wiped out my income. Really annoying. The pros of having Australia, that doesn't happen. Good stream, good talking, good games. GG. Orange, yeah, and this is where they just keep bordering out, and then orange is like, no, red's like, no, because the bot just keeps bordering out, ready to attack them. Go for it. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, that's a pink. Cause didn't pink try and get it ages ago? Was that the other game? Can't remember. You know, orange is weakened. I want the bot to go. I like it when I don't like the bots in the game. Hate the bots in the game. Yeah, I could go clean out and claim my continent. Tempted. I am tempted. Then I have to start bordering against that one. It's just such a pain. See, red could claim. If red claimed that, I'd claim my bit, and then it would be sweet. And then orange would be dead, but then that just costs red a little bit too much. But that would be... How? I've only got 2 spaces! How did that happen? How have I only got 2 spaces? Okay, I'm going for purple. Afghanistan. They just had an awful earthquake that killed like 1,000. That's so many. That's so many. And it was only like a 6 earthquake. In New Zealand we had a 7. Oh no, but that was in the night. I don't know. I think 1,000 deaths per... I mean, it depends. It's sort of the Richter scale isn't very helpful in the sense that... Like, they could just do the count... I would think it would be better just to do one that count... Like, it just adds... It does... And I think they'll have a calculation for this. It calculates the... Yeah, man, that just... Yeah. Oops. That, like, calculates the depth and plus the Richter scale. And that... Because otherwise it's like... Well, you know, it might be a 5, you know, but it's like so far down that most people don't even feel in that. But anyway, I would think that 1,000 deaths or so, it was like 900 in the thing I read per a 6 is pretty high, I would think. It would depend on like if it was like in a mining town and the houses collapsed or whatever. Yeah, but they're pretty awful, 1,000. Bot short change dynamics, yes. How did I get onto earthquakes? Oh, Afghanistan. Yeah. So I could claim back. I'm tempted to claim it back because it wouldn't cost that much to claim it back. Yeah, purple's starting to get a hit. Purple's a lot of hit now. It's partly because they killed all my troops and then I've lost the income. So I could try. I could claim both of them, but then that would cost me so many troops. I don't want to do that. So if purple attacks, if purple claims that, I'll claim Africa, and then we're sweet. I mean red, if red did that. There's a little bit of orange left there. It's so hard to know what to do. So hard to know what to do. Normally move the 3s so then it leaves it. I could have left there and then orange goes through. Hey, that's right on that one. Ah, but it's 2 under, that's okay. Oh, dude, really? Surely he's going to attack up in Asia. Yeah. I wish I'd put the troops there. Didn't redeploy. Bots, yeah, they play so weird. So red and... Yeah, all the other players will be catching up. In terms of strength. Red's like, don't you dare attack me, orange. I don't think they will, though. Because I want to attack, claim back Africa, but then orange will start bordering up on my side, and that will take the pressure off red and put pressure on me. And it does, you know, take a few to clear it out, but not that much. Red gets 9. Lions? Nah. Purple. It's an interesting game, and it's sort of changing. It's not like that other one. It just went on and on and on for like hours, literally hours, without like, well, things kind of, but it's like nothing substantial change. We're just moving positions. That was like a weird game. I've still held my 20. I could move them all in there. Or I could move them out of there, but then I don't want orange getting too confident. It's annoying when the bot just survives, just hangs in there. You and purple are just swapping ones. Yeah. So no one's getting income bonus. Actually, orange is. Oh, red. It's sort of like only just if they are getting like one, sometimes. Yeah, like purple's hardly ahead of me. The 13 troops ahead of me, and that's after turns and turns of me losing my income. Attack orange. Why do they not like the situation? Because I mean, right now, I'm technically the one that's losing out because my income's down. See, if red swept through and claimed that, then I'd go wipe out orange if he did that. Although my one's there, so maybe I couldn't, but yeah, if red, but I think red's a little bit. Oh, they've strengthened up, so they could do it. If I failed this, then. Would you still lose the same amount? Because if you rolled, but if you already lose one. Yeah, then that was one. If you lost 2, then that could have meant that you could have done fine if you had 5 troops. But if you just lose 1, then it wouldn't. Yeah. I'm still comfortable with how the game's going. See, people could landlock other people from cards. I mean, purple can't really be landlocked. They got lots of access. I don't think I'm going to be landlocked out, but who could we landlock out? Red, maybe? Or orange? Red has to take increasing amounts, which is then wasteful for their troops. But they still got a lot of troops, so. So there's a 1 border between them and pink as well. A lot of alliances and treaties. I wonder in how many games like other people have been treated that haven't treated with me. So I'm the type of guy that's like, yo, treaty, I'll take a treaty. But yeah, lots of people are like, no. But then they might like have it with certain people if it's strategic. 3:01 a.m. 3:01 a.m. My computer says 3 a.m. I don't know how that is the case. Like, how's it not synced? That doesn't make sense. I'll tell you when it goes to 3:01. It's 7 seconds. There we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. There we go. So it's like 35 seconds behind. Red could just wipe like orange out of there if they want. But they clearly don't want. Oh, next turn I have cash and it's only going to be 1s. But... So red's getting a little territory bonus. Oh, red will be like, no. Especially when they get the cash in, because with the cash in they can then go for it. And that would absolutely cripple red. if they lost the continent and 50 troops. I don't think Orange would do that, though. Yeah, I mean, Red and the other player is slowly catching up, but it's taking quite a while. I could have had this in cover all that time. Then it would change what Orange would be doing. I feel like my diplomacy with people is good. iPad is laggy for some reason. Yeah, this is an iPad Air 3. Sort of like the main device I use for, like, well, for Everdale and for Risk right now, and for future location-based games. I'm really hoping and looking forward to location-based games. Oh, here's big move. So you just have to wait a little while. Oh, are they going to go for Red as well? You just have to wait a little while, and then... So maybe Purple was concerned that they were teaming, so they... See? Like, you know, I could have claimed Africa, but now all this doesn't matter, because now these guys are... Now it's just broken out, which is awesome. So he didn't break through any pink or troops, did he? No, it's just a 1. Wow. See, and that will now massively increase the hostility between those two and them. But since they didn't have a continent, they may have broken it, but since... Well, they couldn't have if those troops were there on the pink border, but yeah. It doesn't matter now. 5. Ah, absolutely rubbish. Don't even get... That's absolutely rubbish. It's garbage. Oh. That one's probably... Purple will temporarily be like, oh, is he gonna attack? It's like, no. Fight, yeah! Yeah, it's like, you know, I'm allies with everyone. They're like, go punch that guy in the face, go punch him! I used to tell people to attack occasionally, but now I just don't I don't do that. But yeah, but now it's like, you know, we're friends, but go punch that guy. Then it's go, yeah, we'll just go punch him. You know, it's like you're trying to incite a riot, like, well, not really, but like kind of. And that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that they fight each other. Oh, Pink's getting rallying the troops, reclaiming their territories, and now the distrust of Purple. I mean, I guess Purple was concerned because they were getting super strong and they were allies-ish, but yeah. But they yeah, and then it wouldn't go. But I don't know, people just break, so you just hold your position. Seems to have a sentry. What does that word mean? You just hold your position. Oh, they don't want to defend it because they don't want to... Oh, interesting. Because, like, people just do stuff. Like, you don't do anything, and they'll just do it for you. And so you don't want to be inciting any problems. Just let the other... let the problems... Let the problems take care of themselves. Like, no, like, let... I don't know. It's like, not let the problems sort themselves out. Like, kind of, but as in, like, not problems, but... Let the aggressive take care of the aggressive, or let the aggressive fight it out. I don't know. Oh, Red will be like, no. Oh, Red's almost caught up to me. Ascendancy means he has the upper hand like this. Yeah, I see. I mean, Red's the strongest. I mean, did you say Red? No, yeah, Purple's the strongest, but they're not, like, in a long-term position, it doesn't work if Pink and Red are allies, and I'm not going to attack Pink or Red, then that doesn't work out for Purple. That's, like, the downside of owning the low-value continent. Yeah. South America is just the worst. Because, like, yeah. Your income's low, and then you can get trapped in there, and you have bigger continent neighbours where it's like, whereas Australia, and you have to defend 2 borders in that. Whereas Australia, it's like, if someone wants to get you, they have to go all in, and then if you've accumulated, like, over 100 troops, it's often, like, really costly for them to take you out. So they don't really normally want to do it. Oh, we're going again. Just gave it 1 turn rest, and then he's like, I'm going for it again. This is just going to keep annoying those 2 players, which is diplomatically really detrimental to purple. I don't know why people don't think through that. I mean, I guess purple has seen that they're a threat and expects or anticipates that they're eventually going to die because these 2 income will just keep going up. But I mean, this here is this doesn't recoup the income. The purple's having to keep bashing them back. Like, it's helping me. It's helping me. Like, in so many ways, diplomatically and also relative strength, because I'm not losing anything. Hopefully red can't quite reclaim it. Ah, they got it. Ping's like all spread out now. They're all over the show. Oh, I know they're finally moving in the big guns to there. Then orange is sort of continually escalating at the border. And then there's me, and I'm just like, don't mind me. Oh, I'll leave that there, so then that's funny, because then the purple can't attack unless they go through China. I'm just not fighting. See, this game, there's stuff happening, you know? I don't know, that other game was just no. I just didn't, it was just silly. It just went on, and then it wasn't even like, it was like a cool, fair winner in that. Like, one guy just had to leave, and then sort of just tried to even it out, but then didn't like, really work, and then the other guy just bashed straight into me, and then the guy that left, his bot just won. It's like, really? We played 3 hours for this? Like, it was such a pathetic ending. Like, it wasn't like a, yeah. I don't know, he might have thought that it would just be a stalemate with getting rid of the bot. Because, I mean, the bot was pretty strong. Well, then it could have been that then the bot just decides who wins. Yeah, Ping's not defending their border because they don't want to fight with purple. Oh, but now purple can come out if they want. They might just go back to just having India and China. Red says try that again. Did they actually say that? I missed it if they did. Is that it on the list? Watch this. What's purple gonna do? Purple could take me out. I'd be so sad if that happened. Like, really? Because then purple would get wiped out. Well, that's not what I'd be sad. I'd be sad that I was gone. Red's turn. I could claim India. Do I still got that one? No, I don't. I can't get any of them unless we're not. No, I can't get to that. Sort of mostly, like, kind of stagnated, but different things are happening there, here and there. So I just keep waiting. I just keep waiting. Let's trade. Goods. I just take that one, it's sort of symbolic. Even though I could attack India. I just had 20 there that whole time. And this, I would have been, like, potentially game-changing if I claimed, like, Africa, like, 20 turns ago. I don't know, maybe not 20 turns. What are we up to? How many turns? Rounds? No, it won't have been 20. It might have been, like, 10 or 15. No, I see it. Oh, right. It's orange is just gaining up again. Like, orange is going to be stronger than pink. And orange could have died. Like, if red had attacked orange, then I would have finished orange off, and then that would have been that. But instead, but then red would have had that, which would it would have changed the whole game. Every move changes the game. Oh. Just leave it there for the aggression. No, I love it how they're just like, eh. Or maybe they opened that up intentionally. That looks like what it is. And this is like a, I can do this. Maybe nah, but Red's like, no, I don't want to. I'm not willing to go to fight like that. Orange cash. Oh, here we go. Big guns. Big guns. Hey there. Hello there. Cool Geek. Welcome to the stream. 5 days. I see that there's a election in Israel coming up in a few months. 5 days from my 2-year badge. I guess I'm a bit ahead. Just there we go. No, tiny bit. See, I've already hit it, so it's 2 accounts, double account, and then I'm gonna get there eventually. Big moves could be about to happen. I'm the second strongest. Oh, but only a tiny bit. Orange is about to overtake me, but that's taken so many turns. Like orange is, yeah. I mean, red is about. It's like they've had so many turns. It's very rare that I mess up on the tapping. It's possible, but yeah. Have you seen the Obi-Wan Kenobi? No, I haven't, but I saw a tweet on it. Someone said it was one of the best things they'd seen. Oh, they haven't cashed in yet, so it's next turn. Next turn they may well escalate the border thing. I don't think they'll attack though. That just wouldn't make sense. Even if they were stronger than red, they'd just destroy both of them. And it'd be a pink v red. No, pink v I versus purple. Pink v purple v I. PPI. PPAP. AP, Associated Press. The APA, American Psychology Association. It's another A one. ANZ, Australia, New Zealand. ANZAC. He's my favourite character back in the day. Alec Guinness. 1977, 1980, and 1983 when the first 3 were released. So long ago, and it's cool that the actors, most of the actors, are still alive. Even R2-D2 and C-3PO. Anthony Daniels. Is Kenny Baker? Is that the name of R2-D2? Harrison Ford as this guy. Han Solo. Probably watch with my grandkids. Because Star Wars has done a whole heap of different, like, huge amount of shows and takeoffs. So Orange is gonna have a cash in next turn. Red's like really concerned because knowing bots they could do it, and then they go on. Attack purple. So red wants me to attack purple. Oh no, pink. Because pink wanted me to attack orange before. Watch when it came out. That's crazy. Number 4. That's crazy. Which is number 1. Oh, red is gone. Sad. That's so sad. That's so sad. I mean, it's helpful for me, but it's so unfair. It's so unfair. Like, not only did orange way disproportionately target red earlier, like way, but now they've just absolutely wrecked. They didn't actually kill red like quite as much as I thought as it would. I thought red definitely did, but they're not definitely dead. But how many did they lose? 82. That's so gutting for red. And now orange is back to like where they were like so many turns ago, where red and I could have got them if red had gone for it, then I would have gone for it. But that's so sad. For those of you who don't know about Star Wars, 4 originally was the first one, so it was the first one, second one, third one, Return of the Jedi. But then they released 3 sequels, which then they became 1, 2, and 3. So 4 is actually the first one from 1977, but now it's called number 4 because the 3 that were made afterwards, 1999, 2002, 2005, Jar Jar Binks, me happy to see you, Senator, preceded them. Okay, it's just 6 episodes. When you get to the end, you see it was worth it. Yes. Yeah, because generally these days, I never watched the whole through, like, all of them through, like, in order. I was going to with Star Wars when those other ones, 7, 8, and 9 came out. I remember 2015, 2017, 2019. And then there was one in the middle, like maybe 2016. Rogue One? I think that was 2016. And then there was a Han Solo one that I didn't see. Maybe that was 2018, not sure. But yeah, there's a lot of Star Wars, yeah. And then there's all the series like the Clone Wars. Because there's Attack of the Clones and Clone Wars, they get mixed up. One of them's episode 2 and one of them's the name of the series. I think the Clone Wars is, yeah, the name of the, like, the series. Never liked Jar Jar. No! Lots of people didn't. I wasn't even watching what they were doing. They just went for that. Right, yeah. Oh, they're on 41, so it's still not viable to wipe them out. I think I'll just keep doing just like this for like another turn, see what happens. So I could claim back Africa, but could go for Europe. But then if he purples the player that doesn't let you hold it, if you get it. Yeah, you could watch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 versus 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. Watched all the main ones. Yes. Yeah, the first 6 were my favourite 6. I think it got progressively worse with 7, 8, and 9. I mean, I remember I did a review on it. I talked about it on stream once when I watched, like, I think 9. And I said that I enjoyed it in that. But relative to the other ones, I think the other ones... The more I heard about, like, how it didn't really work with the story, I'm like, yeah, that there's a heap of valid points. I mean, I never listened to all the original people. The people that used to say, like, with those old ones... Keep it consistent. Call me consistent. Call me Carson. It's a cool name. Yeah, it's like 3. Yes. Call me maybe. So, would you like to hop on VC later today? Not today. Not today. Sorry, Cool Geek. Oh, wow, they're almost at 200. So Red survived, but it's really unfair, and I don't think Red's going to win. It's like I want to just, like, whip all the way around to go claim North America, but I can't really access it. Now Pink's got all that territory. But see, Purple just doesn't like people holding lots of, like, income. So then it's like, okay, knowing that, I'm not going to go, because then they'll just attack you. I remember going to a supermarket once, out here or something. Got some berries. That was ages ago. That's like, was that 2019? Man. No, that was 2020 when Everdale came. There was a bike day, which was real cool. So now Red shouldn't lose it, because if they attack across the 2, then Orange is stuck out of that. I'm so tempted to just wipe them out, man. I'm tempted. I might do it. It's like, not really to my benefit, but like, I'm just like, dude, you're done. You're gone. And then I get 4 cards, so then I get another turn. Oh, that hurts. Just wipes them out. It's sort of like a pretty borderline move. But it's not a terrible move. It does give me some territory, gives me my income back, and... Oh, we lost quite a bit there. Japan! Knock him. Gonna go back Milo. We get another turn. It's always nice. Oi! And then you're sort of like, oh my goodness, what do I do? What do I do? Yeah, let's get that one out of the way. Boom. Oh, no! Oh, wait, no. And then we take that one. So it's like sent me back a bit. Quite a bit, kind of. But not that badly, really. And now I've got Africa again. I think, yeah. SuperSight aggression rise up. Yeah, all that hidden rage against the bot. You know, I haven't talked in a VC for about 6 months. So, quite a while. Surprised there is still 5. That's a long time. That's right, 5 alive. Yeah, well... It was. No longer. Gonna go back to Milo, taking an iPad with me. I did the job. I took out that dog of a bot. Well, Purple can't really attack, because those two are... pink character blinked. I'm gonna open it up and then purple will probably go after them. Reds, yeah, Red's surviving. Oh, another one, my goodness. Oh, it gives them a chance to defend. Still Thursday for me. Oh! After all their allied, you know, they were allied for ages, but Red will be furious because they can't really fend off against Pink now. Purple will probably break into the Pink continent. Spud Top, yo yo! Thought you were a bot. Thought you were a bot when it was like some large stacks on this board. Oh, come on, Purple. Because I saw that. Oh, they just gonna claim that? Oh, going around that way, that's okay. Yeah, I was like, oh, here's a bot. But no, I recognize your name. I actually recognize your name. Thank you for coming by. Spud Tops, by the way, guys, is one of the top players in Risk in this game. So, really cool. Happy to come by. So, yes, thank. Relative to, I mean, most games, a lot of games do get up to, oh, what happened? Oh, is that public, if you do that? No, that was just to me. I don't know why they did that. So red, because like Pink's attacked red, and then Purple's attacked Pink. So, yeah, I have to brave the heat and cut grass after stream. Purple might think we're going to attack them. It's not intent though, but yeah. $165. Yeah, my strength is good enough. Oh, they didn't claim it because they don't want to come back through. Purple's definitely one to not let other people hold it. Yeah, it'd be cool to profile the players by their nationality or their flag. Oh, bother. And see like if there's certain countries that are disproportionately aggressive and whatnot. Some players might be like really passive, and then it'd be interesting to see on the world stage. Well, most countries aren't fighting wars, so like as in because then you could correlate it with peaceful nations. Oh, but then you could not like you'd say the nations like battles in the last 100 or 200 years and that, and then correlate. Oh no, but then world wars, so that's everyone. But yeah. Like, or Switzerland, Swiss players. That would be interesting. Who's your money on for this game, Spud Topped? Who do you reckon? There's 5 of us left. Yeah, it's like, do you want to break that border? How's everyone's day so far? Mine's been very good. Red, yeah, Red will be annoyed because Pink's then making a lot of enemies because Pink's not friend. Because then Red will be annoyed at Pink. Purple doesn't like Pink. Oh, I'm fine with Pink, but I'm like somewhat sus. Yeah, which strategies work in life and risk with trust? Georgia, he not really. Game can go in any direction. Depends on who gets bored first and who they attack. Who do you think will get bored first? Oh, they could. Oh, the 1-1-1. Yes. They could go. They could even go as far. Oh, come on, dude. Really? Yeah, on Twitch it's like super low latency in terms of comments. It's like, it feels lower latency than YouTube, but I don't know why it would be. So pink is 12, so they get slightly more income. Maybe that's why they did it. I'm not sure. Madagascar. Boom, boom. And move it to East Africa next time. So you can still attack through, but then it'd just be Egypt, North Africa. Oh, it's the same amount actually. But you could attack from Egypt to Southern Europe. Well, I still was purple, so we have to protect it either way. Could sit Middle East, blocks him from hitting you in pink. I don't mind if he hits me in pink. Really, it's annoying, but yeah. Because then he might lash out at me. I don't want him to hurt me. And now pink's like fully boarded up. At the same time, if purple's annoyed, they'll just go straight through that. Like a hot knife through butter. Like a dolphin through water. Like a bird through the air. Like a car on the motorway. I can't watch the stream on Twitch, just buffers. The chat is okay. When I have better internet, it'll be better. Hey, we didn't get attacked. Are we good if you get better internet, Lynn? It'll be nice. It's a shame though that Twitch is made in such a way that it doesn't work for people like you. Because they don't have to have it like that. They could make should make a super low latency. They should. They just do it like it's just a 144 or 240. I don't know why they have to have it on whatever thing they have it that stops people from watching it without buffering. Yeah, this will be my last game. Just two. Hopefully two dubs. Dubs, that's an old term. Oh, so purple and pink have out strengthened me. But it just, ultimately, it just comes down to diplomacy as to if it actually changes anything. Yeah, pink's actually doing healthy as. Their income, 15 territories and 7 from that. So it's a minimum 10, and then for territories probably, then they get 11. That's a lot. Some of you guys have the same issue. Some have fixed it by watching, by what browser they use. Interesting. Which browser tended to work more? Because it's Google Chrome. I think that would be the worst one, because it uses up so much RAM. What, Brave, Opera, Internet Explorer, Microsoft Edge. Purple will be like, uh-oh, he's blocked it in. But I just want to get my card. That's all. Oh, it really is 15 now. Purple could still do the 173. But it's just like so much cost to purple. And then if I'm allied, then yeah, not working. Some of my viewers had the same issues. Some. +2. Love +2. Why only +2 on that one? Oh, because I own that one. Oh, I see. That makes sense. I use Firefox. That's an old one. I'll shock my subscribers. Post a video to a live stream, but no face, just for lols. Yeah, you got like 200. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Oh no, pink's offline. Pink's offline. Pink's offline. Oh, well, there we go. There's the game change. Oh, that's bad for me. That's really bad for me. It's the right next to me. Well, at least they skipped. Oh, so we just got rid of a bot, and then, well, it was a while ago now, but now there's another bot, and they're right on my borders, so They're gonna go claim Africa. This is... I'll just leave. Like, forget about Africa, man. I got my troops ready. They're rallied. They're ready. They're part of the cartel. It's like, let's go. Let's just move together. Yay, and we get the cash in. Let's go. Oh, that's real bother, man. This is just such a pain. Like, bots. Honestly. Spud tops. There's few things that annoy me more than bots. Like, they just ruin the game. They ruin the game. I absolutely despise bots. Especially mid-game bots. I mean, if you put them in at the start, well, then that's your choice. But, bots that just... Oh, don't get me started, man. Don't get me started. I don't even know where to go, man. I'm just like... Buy Africa, I guess. And then purple can go do something. It's just so annoying. Because wasn't blue a bot at the start? I can't remember. No, I don't think they were. But it just absolutely wrecks the game. Bots just absolutely wreck the game. They just like, they ruined it for red. I mean, it's not to say red can't win, but yeah, there goes Africa. It just wrecks the game. And because then there's just the incentive to attack the bot is bad, because then, like, well, then you get weaker and the bot gets stronger. And then there's the fact that bots are generally weaker, so you can allow them to get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger to a point, but then if it passes a point, then you all lose and then the bot wins. Ugh. So there's that. Oh, card blocking red. That wasn't intentional. That was an accident. And it might change. It could easily change, because purple could attack red. I very rarely engage in card blocking. Very rarely. Think it's back in, are they? Oh, now, yeah, great. Don't get him started. I know, the amount of games, the amount of times I've quit Risk over bots. There's very few games that I quit. Like, well, I mean, I guess most games I've stopped, but it's just sort of like, but Risk I genuinely love, but the bots just ruined it. So many games they've ruined. Thanks for letting me know Pink was back in. Oh, it's a bit flipping late now, isn't it, Pink? Look at this. Now what? Red might not know. I'm super sus when people do that, because some people just do. There's no way that they're so sus. Some of them there would be occasional mistakes. Like I've dropped out one like very rarely. Oh well, this is just silly. And now it's going to take them turns before they get out. Oh, this is so sad. Let Pink hold all that. So then maybe purple would attack them. No, I want my continent back. Let's see purple's reaction. Oh, they're not even fortifying them out. This is so annoying. I'll just slowly reclaim it. I mean, it would have been valid to do what you suggested and let Pink hold it and see what purple reacts. Because at this point, it doesn't, income for a few turns doesn't matter. It's just like who fights who. That's going to be what decides it, not like if you get the income for a bit. I mean, red's just stuck. Like, they can't really do anything. They're only getting 4. Pink gets rapidly big income. It's kind of cool. Like, it's cool that you've come by Spud Top. Like, we've chatted ages ago on Discord, but there's like months I don't stream it, and then I just happen to be streaming today, and you happen to have popped by, so it's cool. If Pink goes off again, I'll be really sus and really annoyed. Because I'll be like, it's likely intentional. I mean, if you did one cut out, then it's internet could be having issues in that, but yeah. So these people, when they go offline, and then all of a sudden, yeah, it's dodgy as. Where do you know me from? Discord. I'm pretty sure we've chatted. I'm pretty sure. But I'm sure that you've talked to a lot of people, so yeah. I guess I don't expect you to remember me. I mean, I mean, like, as in, not because I'm important at Risk or anything like that. We're gonna go claim that one this time. Oh, but then we want our card. Just because, I don't know, what, I remembered you, so I just, assumed it would be mutual, but you will have talked to so many people, and you're probably a mod. Yeah, we had a good-ass chat. When was that? Whoa, no way! No way! That was over a year ago. That was the 9th of April, 2021. That was actual ages ago. Not a meme. No! What happened to Pink? No! You removed it. That's funny. Yeah, because you're a mod, aren't you? So you'd have heaps of people that you chat to. What happened to Pink? Hashtag what happened to... There was a meme. That was a meme. Anyway, you have a good memory. Well, I get told by... Yeah, it depends who you ask. Like, some people say... Some people say you got such a bad memory. My nana says that all the time. But other people think I have a good memory. It's super niche. Like, some things I just like boom, 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 remember. And so many things I just forget. Yeah. And I keep getting, well, not recently, but I used to keep getting told, you choose what to remember. It's like, well, I choose to remember, like, all these other things that I keep forgetting. Because it doesn't help me if I forget, does it? It's, I don't want to forget that, but, you know, it's like, I forget. It's like, I don't feel like I have a choice over what I remember. It's like, I don't. Like, there's a level at which if you really but I don't apply that level to many things. I just sort of, like, of like, really attempting to remember it. Like, there's very few things that I do that. Like, with, you know, like, tests I used to, because you had to. But I hated doing that. And it was, like, it was so fake in terms of, like, you just remember it for a little bit, and then I'd just forget. Oh, we didn't... Oh, because we had to cash on that one. Oh, that's quite hard hitting. Mention that yesterday, hashtag what happened to Pink. Oh, they get 12, my goodness. But yeah, it's like, I wish, I could remember stuff better. Because there's so much stuff I don't remember, like, lots, huge amounts. But then other areas I remember. So then some people are like, wow, you've got such a good memory. And other people are like, your memory is just so bad. So it's entirely dependent on... Yeah, I mean, that's, yeah. It's weird, because it's not like I'm bipolar. Like, if any, I'm one of the most consistent people of the people I know. And people say that I am very consistent. Yet despite that... Yeah, there's a lot of people that don't like me. They're finally moving it out so I can capture it again. But it's really weird dynamics with... Oh, that's still within 200 to 300 range. But then other people like me. But then I guess that's just like normal. Because you have some people like you, some people don't like you. And like when you say the same... Like, you know, politicians, they'll say a statement. Half the country won't like it, half the country will. Yeah. It's just sort of, yeah. It's so odd. When, like, it's just, and it's weird, because, like, the same action, the same set of actions, you know, like, some people think it's great in that, and it's, and not political actions, just, like, how you act in that. Like, you try to be friendly or honest in that, and some people, well, the honest thing, like, some people think, oh, it's so awesome. They're like, thank you so much for being honest with me. It really helps. I can connect so well when you're honest. It's just so appreciated. Please keep being honest in that. And then other people just, like, won't talk to you. Like, they just don't want to hear it. They just don't like it. And they say, you know, that's so rude. How could you say that? Don't be like that. And you're just constant, like, you're just permanently getting pushed in all sorts of directions of, like, some people, like, hugely saying, thank you so much for being like that. I so appreciate it. And that. And other people saying, don't do that again. That's awful and that. And it's, like, so flippin' hard to, like, figure out, okay, what is the right thing to do? Like, you know, because, like, people give you totally different advice in that, and you know, and it's such a minefield to navigate, like, how people want to be treated in that, because some people be like, no, I really don't like it when you act like that, stop it, and that, and then other people will say to the same thing, like, as a kid, I could never understand it. I could never make sense of the fact that some people want you to act some ways, and some people, because you'd sort of forget it, be like, so I didn't realize the contradiction in that. I'd hear someone be like, oh, they say act like that. Okay, yeah, I'm happy to act like that, so I act like that. And then someone get angry at me, and I'd be like, what the heck? I don't understand. But now I realize it's because all these people have different sets of boundaries and expectations, and it's just this constant battlefield, and everyone's trying to get you to conform more to how they want you to be. But all these people have different expectations and different ways that they want you to conform that are conflicting, and so you're conflicted, and whatever you act will annoy some people and make some people happy. So it's just a really, you can't fix it. As they say, you can't have everyone love you. I have poor memory for faces. That's a very specific part of the brain. I don't know with faces what my memory's like. I'd say it's below average in that. Oh, no, I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm terrible at remembering faces, but I'm definitely not really good at it either. I'd say I'm about average for that. I don't know, maybe a bit below average. But that's why sometimes I don't recognize people, like, from school. So I really hope if that's the case, I'm not paying much attention to this game, I really hope if that's the case, that then they'll come say hi to me, because I don't recognize them if they recognize me, whereas that some people would be like, they wouldn't say hi to me, and then they'll be like, wow, that guy's just, like, didn't come talk to me in that. But it's like, no, I will. Just, if you recognize me, please say hello, because I don't always recognize you. Yeah, life's pretty hard to navigate. It's really hard to navigate. Just determining what is the right thing to do is hard enough, let alone doing it. You could almost argue that it's harder to figure out what's the right thing. Well, it depends on the situation. I think in most cases it's harder to do the thing that you know is right than to figure it out. But sometimes it can be harder to figure out the right thing to do than to do it. Yeah. It's tricky because, like, if you have two people that like you know, laugh at stuff, you know, it's almost like you can't have a situation where two of you, you know, you get on and one of you finds stuff funny and the other person doesn't find it funny in that. Like, so it's almost like there's this pressure, like they laugh and you're like, oh, I kind of have to laugh, but then it's like, then I'm thinking, no, I shouldn't, like, we should be allowed to just be free and just laugh, you know, we can accept that we don't find all the same things funny, like there'll be things that we both find funny and things that neither of us find funny, but it's okay if, like, we don't laugh at all the same jokes. But yeah, then it's sort of hard. It's just sort of like they're laughing and like expecting you to laugh, and it's like, you know, it's like, oh, it's hard. But yeah, it's tricky. Man, how is purple keeping up with pink? Pink's had like literally at least 5 extra income, like, all this time, and is barely ahead of purple. I just play it so simply that I don't even need to pay attention, hardly. Red is stuck in there, man. Red soon will overtake me. I thought it was the end of red when orange attacked, but no. Three, four, five, 6. Oh wait, no, it won't get a 6, will it? Oh, they're going to the 42. Oh man, they're willing to do a long game. It still was changing a bit now. It's just like risk, right? Like, the strategy that works for some person won't work for another person. Being honest with someone will be like, thank you so much. So many people are just so fake and just so unwilling to be honest. I just really appreciate how you're honest, and it just works great, and you connect great with them. Yet, another person will be like, wow, that's so rude, that's so harsh, that's so offensive, that's so un-PC. How could you say that? Sort of thing, and it doesn't work at all well at, like, making a connection with them. Depending on what I say, I would then argue that if they're going to be like that, well, they're not the person that I'm going to have a good long-term connection with anyway. If just something that I said that wasn't harsh, they, like, get super offended at, then it's like, yeah, well, if that's how they're going to react, like, you know, it's like, oh, you know, don't keep giving them, you know, chances and that, but, like, it generally, if they react in an instance to that, oh, now I'm stuck, bother. Card blocked. Bother. I should have left some troops up there. Then it's like, then it normally they'll just repeatedly say that for all sorts of things you say, and then it's like, yeah, okay, this isn't going very far. I don't know what Pink's... Because in one sense, like, kind of cool. Like, oh, wow, Pink, you're going to take all the fire. But then in another sense, like, then I don't get any cards. I mean, at least you get the 3 income. That's kind of helpful. Well, it's definitely helpful. Red finally got the continent back. Who's gonna crack? I don't think purple's gonna go for me. I think it's rude to tell people they are harsh, etc. Could look down at the comments, but I look that way. What's that way? That way, I'm looking that way, aren't I? Yeah, I am. Yeah. It's like, it's a reverse and then flip and mirror. And... Pink could go offline. Pink going offline would be the worst for me. I think red going offline would be the best for me. I don't want red to go offline because that's unfair and ruins the game. But I think that would... Because then they'd bash pink and then it would just... Yeah. Yeah. Kind of weird. In other words, when people jump all over you criticizing, I think that is rude, depending on their tone. That's right, red and pink won't trust each other, because pink attacked red ages ago, so they... Oh, see, escalation. Oh, now purple can go straight in again. I don't know what, maybe these guys are allying behind my back. Well, it's not really. It's no more behind my. Like, it's not behind my back. Like, it just publicly doesn't allow you to see it. As in, they could be allying without my knowledge. Oh, they'll go in my 1, won't they? Oh, they could go through 1-1. Watch this. Oh, here we go. Purple. Good on purple. Fair move by purple. Now they're going the extra mile and going. Good game. Oh, yeah, it's like, oh, that's so threatening. Because pink could be like, bash. Who would win out of red or I? Oh, no, that's actually pretty close. It's pretty close. But whoever gets the first strike has an advantage, depending on their tone. Depending on their tone. Yeah, it's so language and facial expression and body language is so nauseanced. I'm just gonna claim back my continent and we'll leave it at that. Call it a day. Is pink actually going to attack? I don't think they are. I mean, what can they do? Well, I mean, they could go straight into purple. They could do that. Made it sound like they were going to do that. Oh. They're going through my 3. Oh, what? That's pathetic. That was so unnecessary. Anyway. Maybe they're getting ready for a war. Purple will be like, oh no. No, don't do it. No, please, just don't hurt me. If the bash does happen, then I'll go straight into red. And red and I aren't even allies. Purple might attack first. It's like, oh my goodness, the escalation is real. No, my card. I don't get any card, no. I didn't, yeah, lost all those 3. I'm losing troops. Redeploy 1. Yeah, that would be crazy. Goes to neutral. No one can win. Or an Iceland. So then, yeah, it's fine. Are they deciphering it? deliberating it. That's the word. I didn't think that was the word, but I said it, and then it's like, yeah, it is. Oh, here we go. Yep, you know what's happening. You know what's about to happen. Pink will have the lead though, because they'll hit first. I don't know. Then maybe Purple's just ultra bluffing and doesn't want it happen at all. But it's like, all right, it's all or nothing sort of thing. I mean, Pink could do the 70 into it, because you can do the dice roll, but it doesn't take long enough for the minute. But you can like attack one and then like move 70 and then bash that into it. Like Pink could. Oh, Red's going round. Pink's not in a good position now. Like, because Pink could go like Ural, China, India, and like move like 70 or however many they wanted to bash into it. People don't normally do the bashing thing. I mean, you can do it, but normally it doesn't normally happen. Hey, there we go. No, that's a bother. Oh, we have to do that one. Fine. Hey, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 3. Look out. Ooh, here she comes. Do 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 do. Here we go. Is this gonna be it? Is this gonna be the game changer? This could be it. Ooh. Oh, here we go. Purple dead. Purple dead. Okay, now. Oh, that means red has an advantage on me. That was obviously. I don't know what. It's not like purple was wrong to attack Pink. That it wasn't like purple wrecked Pink's chances. But yeah, see, this is what purple wasn't even very well. They're much more aggressive than the average player, but they weren't that aggressive. Like, they weren't game wrecking for anyone. But now Pink is like, yo, you're dead. Oh well, I'm in the top 3, and Pink's still alive. And it's sort of not really enough if I go after Red, because then Pink can still win. But Red's in a way. It'll be interesting to see how quick Pink react, like what Red does. Because I could go for Europe if Red leaves, and then it's sort of, we just like grow, and then overtake Pink. But, because I could just go straight bash for the hard hit into Red. I mean, Red could do that to me. But then it's like it's like Pink's a little bit too strong, and then they got a cash in, and then they got the income. So then that next turn they could be on like 76 plus 5. They could be over 80 next turn, which is not really. Depending on who wins this 200 versus 200 battle, then Pink could win. So Pink they haven't, like, that was risky as, but it didn't kill Pink. It, like, Pink somehow survived that. 200 and... Yeah, they lost, like, Purple lost, like, 20 more troops. So Red's sort of just sitting tidy. Okay. But I can't claim any more continents, which is a pain. I could go in for that. I think, oh, this is going to be so flippin' aggressive. I don't want to do that, but... Oh, I lost 8 there. Bother. Ah, 3 moved in. Okay, well that's a weird as thing. Pink were like, okay. I just left like India and like Western Europe. Oh, they get a 10 cash in. This, yeah, we'll see what happens. The problem is if I don't get red fast enough, then Pink will quickly build up, and then it's like, then it becomes a problem. Well, they're just on 1. Because then my income's huge from all the territories. Oh no, they're still going for it. Oh, and they're getting pink. That helps me that they get pink. I mean, I got a whole heap of pink.
I don't know how much to go after red. Oh, it's only 7. It's not even much. That's kind of pathetic. Oh, I could just go in for the... No, I think... Then I don't think I'll win. Oh, man. I had so many options. Like, I could go straight for, like, the bash, but... Yeah. It's just, like, concerned, because then if this drags out, Pink's just going to rebuild, and then it would just be not viable. It's already not really... Like, one of us could win, but I think it's too risky. I'm trying to get heaps of territory, but it wasn't even that much. It was only 7. I didn't realize how low it would be. And then they've got this 65 still there, so, and they're not going to let me hold them, so, yeah. I had so many options, but, yeah. I'm now in a better position than red, which is good. I've got, yeah, much more territories. I got a cash in coming in, more strength, but, I mean, that's, like, ultimately then Pink will be a decider again. Oh, no. Oh, Pink's offline. Okay, that's annoying, but then it's like, then I'll more aggressively go for red, because... yeah. It's still a risk. It's still a risk, but yeah. Oh, it doesn't quite touch. Are they gonna go heaps? Well, they're taking their time, even if they are. Urgh. It's like... Pink is... Well, they're not anymore. They've gone offline. Oh, they're back online. See, they're just doing this dodgy-ass strat. I think it's intentional. I can't guarantee it, but that rapidly... Like, whether they're a bot or not changes hugely what I'm doing. So it's so annoying how they're just like, that's offline, online. It's like, 12! There, that's a healthy income. We have to use up one of them. We use Greenland. Oh, I hate to be this aggressive, I really do. Oh, I could have, what I could well have, probably should have done, is captured South America. So red's all sort of spread out, so it's not in a very good attacking position. But Pink's still a threat. Yeah, I should have held that. That would have been a better move. Anyway. If Pink's doing the offline online strat, they'll be kind of concerned because I reckon I definitely have the lead on red. I'm in a way better position, in my view, because I got like the borders pretty secured. I mean, they couldn't know yet. I mean, because actually I've moved so many out. He could go the 60. He could go 1-1. I shouldn't have incentivized that because then I lose territories. I just keep looking at your statement. But Pink is your ally. It's like, yeah, but they keep going offline, so then they're not an ally if they're a bot. And then if someone's, it's like a bipolar player, really. So it's like, are they your ally? It's like, and they're offline again. So they can't be trusted. It's kind of, I lost a little bit of income with that and some troops. Not much. I mean, I'm not super ahead of Red, and if Red gets the act together, I think I'm gonna win this game. Because Red, yeah, it's like Red's not playing. Like they're not playing terribly. They're not playing bad, but they're not playing like quite on point in terms of getting their troops in the right spots and that. Because I've like right now got a huge strategic advantage. Now they could change that real fast, but they haven't yet, and it's like really benefiting me. I should have grabbed that South America. That would have been a good move. But anyway. But then I mean, Red can still go right through. I don't know. See, right now they should be. Right now, in my view, they should be going for it, a beeline for it. They do 1 1 1 1 1, one like 5 1s, then a 12, then a 1. Or they could go alternatively into pink, but they need to be doing something. Because I mean, I'm happy they're not doing something, but if they're trying to win, which they should be going. Pink's off. Like I haven't got quite enough troops to snipe their base, and then that could cause problems up there. How many? Oh, 12. Honestly, I almost could. I'm so tempted to. Nah, because I think Red's the great threat right now, so that's... Oh, we still get 12 troops though. Wow, that's a lot. Oh, they got a heap there. Fine. Cat offline. Oh, but then I should attack Red, shouldn't I? Oh. I'm really torn. And I've got them there. Not on the CM in case they try and get Asia. Even more income. So the gap. Oh no! Oh, that was. The gap is widening though. Oh bother! Nah, this is not good. This is not good. Oh, I could have attacked. I could have injured Red more. The thing is, if I hold this position, my income's still getting real strong. Can't let them hold Europe though. They're gonna get taken, but it does slow my income down. Oh, but then they extinct. Clever. Ah, clever. Now it's like, do I rely on pink to... what do I do? Oh, what do I do? Escalation. That's still offline. $13. Do I go through or not? I think so. They lost a lot more in that fight, unfortunately for them. I'm looking good. I probably should have gone. I probably should have hit them even harder, and hit that 67. It's sort of trapped there though anyway, so I can get. Because if I quickly knock out Red, then I should be able to take out Pink. Facebook. They're not in a grip, so they'll probably go for my South America, which will then knock my income for a turn. Oh, they only lost 8. can't. I gotta keep an eye on pink. It's gonna be a tough battle, and they better not come back online. They could have kept going. If I was them, would keep going. Oh, my income will be down so low. He can't really defend well, but I only get 3 troops, so. Oh, 7. Okay. We can't let. Let's try and take them both on at once. Oh, it's. Oh, I'm just gonna. He's more of a threat. Here we go. Boom. Oh, I could have. Yeah, no, I should have. I should have done that. Oh well. Yeah, it's more than I would have liked. I should have. They better not come back online. I should have had him. I should have had him anyway. How about no, you Cotivus? Nah, they're not playing smart. They're not playing smart. So I should be able to. Oh, he gets 10. I should have hit into pink with the 28 to the 21 because then they got that 7 bonus. It's so hard to know what to do. Oh, and then I haven't got a good card lineup. So pink's gonna get too strong. So we could go boom. Boom. I could try go for the kill. I think I will. I don't know if I'll do it though. Oh, that was nice. That was very nice. I really hate to knock out a real player. Oh, he survived. Bother. Nope. Woo! I think we'll win. Yeah, because we'll kill him next turn, and then we win. We win. I was lucky that I got really lucky dice against him. Because we'll get a huge territory bonus, so then... That means I can actually wipe out pink first, which I want to get rid of the bot first. Because I don't like bots to win. So we should be good now. I'll leave him. Really hope he doesn't come back to bite me. But I don't want to reward the bots. I got a real lucky one against the pink. 10. Yeah, he lost 21. So I'll go after pink now. It's hard to get infiltrate. How many do we get? 10, okay. Oh, we're gonna have to do that anyway. Okay, sure, we'll do that. Get it earlier than later. And we'll go on this side here. So I got a whole heap of single ones. There. That unlocks China. They're gonna bash in there. Boom. Maybe we can get second. That's the idea. Problem is if he gets cash in, then he could like get a continent. And I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Because he probably noticed that I didn't wipe him out when I could have. But maybe he thinks I'm waiting for his cards. But I think we're clear. I think we're clear. It would have been kind of cool if it attacked and then we're like, yeah. So now he's 3, so then he starts to become a danger because he can potentially get a lot in one turn. So we're going. Yep. I want to keep that door protected for as long as possible. You ain't getting no income under my watch. No way they only have 5 territories. Wow. Oh no, that one's like not even there. They still have 36, but I have way more territories, so my income's significantly better, and we still have Australia, so we should be able to knock out Pink, and then Red can get the second. I still don't know if they reward the bots or not. Oh wow, that's crazy. That's like helps me a lot. This means they're not going to attack Siam. He didn't get the cash in. Because, yeah, potentially they can get 12. Or, see, they can get 13 troops in one turn. So they can go from, like, not a threat to, like, oh, okay, that's quite a substantial threat. Like, they could go up 10, 12. They can go up 15 troops in one turn. And they started with 1, so they'll be on at least 16. Okay, it's 11. So they're a little bit of a concern, but I still think we should be fine. I could hit China. I think I'll hit China. Still, like, not a friendly one to hit. What do we have? No, we couldn't have cashed in. Yeah, let's go. Could go for that one. I think we'll leave it at that. So Red might come bash into Europe. I think we should be good. I mean, they are getting together stronger, but my income's so high. But Red... Oh, and that happened. Yeah, we'll win this. But if they hadn't done that, and then Red had bashed into my continent, it'd be like, okay, it's like, yeah. But I still have the safe Australia income. That's safe. And now they have to another 2 turns before they get cards back, so... We should be good. We should be good. I'm confident. Even though, like, the combined strength is actually stronger than me. 59. Yeah. It's like, I'm in a way better position. Because, well, I have the cards, but also just masses of territories plus the safe Australia. Trying so hard to wipe out this bot, man. It's just, it's like a virus, this bot. And we used to be allies. That's gonna hurt my income. That's gonna hurt my income. Bother. No, that's and I thought when a Pink attacked, it's a definite one, but it's like, come on. We got this. Okay, what do we get? 9. Oh, 9's still there. That's like, that's... yeah, we might as well cash in earlier than later. What's the options? Oh, Mongolia. Yeah, no, China's valid. Okay, 19. 64. Okay, let's donk this guy. Let's just get him out of here. Let's get him out of here. Put those ones. I don't know. Yeah, that's a good start. Yeah! Yes! So you have cards? 2 cards. Okay. We can get a cash in next turn. Oh yeah, we got this. We got this. 7. You going? Let's go. Boom! cards. Cool. Quick, knock that one, knock that one, knock it. Yeah. Oh, anyway, that's all good. Cool beans. Okay, 35. They still got substantial amount. Look at all the continents and territories we have. So even with all this, yeah, we got this. Red is serious. Red is serious, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. Good on them for trying. Interesting, because they could have put the red and gone round. Oh, yeah, no, that's if you have a good move. Yeah, we should have. I'm pretty narrowly. Although actually, oh, it's all men cashing. Survive, Australia, survive! Yeah! Dice are in your favor. Yeah, we got it now. Cool. We got it! 2 wins. Nice. It's back. SuperSight's back. Guess who's back? Red tried. They tried. But I mean, no, it was Red, yeah, but Red had insanely unfairness by Orange earlier in the game. No, that troop didn't have to die. 4, put them, yeah. Hashtag what happened to pink? Oh, they could get a cash in. But after we win. Because they could get 15 troops this turn. We got it. It was a hard fought battle. And I think I was going to say a reasonably fair one, but no, it wasn't with the bot. But we managed. And yeah, under 4 hours, so it's good length stream. Has he gone offline? Really? You're a bot now as well? No, he's not. Surely we should let rank up from beginner now, because we will have won two games in a row, and there was an expert in last game. Probably someone decent in this one. I'm a big fan of getting all the territories to give the income. Oh, he didn't even... Oh, he quit! After all that, risking so much to try and eliminate pink first. And then he just quits. Well, he can take the second, and I'll take the first. Boom. We got him. Zoo. His risk level, whatever that means. And there was he was a master. Oh, well, there was 2 masters in there. Oh, and blue died first. Wow. Because master's pretty good. I mean, we were sitting at master for ages before grandmaster. So master's basically the same as grandmaster. Not quite, but it's if you master, that's real high. We absolutely have to rank up. At least 1 rank. Surviving bots is an accomplishment, yes. What? How are we not ranked up? Oh no, it did, but we didn't get the cool animation. Okay, anyway, we've gone up now. Boom. Oh, so we went on novice, so on that. And they didn't go up that many ranks. Like it was like 10,000, which sounds like a lot, but still like okay, there's a hang of a lot that are above it. Oh well, but we're on an intermediate, so we could be the lowest tier of intermediate. So there's all of intermediate, all of expert, all of master, all of grandmaster above us. So, oh, so they give a gold star to masters and grandmasters. Oh yeah, that. So then, yeah, it shouldn't be that hard to. Hey, there we go. Now we've won half of them. Cool beans. That was fun. I send everyone a friend request that I can. There's my ID, but most of them don't accept. Anyway, that's cool. Yeah, the Spud guy. He should be on here somewhere. This guy. This is the 15th guy in the world, and he came by. 3,000 wins. That's a lot of wins. That's such a good game, Risk, man. It's such a good game. Well, that's cool. We ranked up intermediate. In a few more games, we should. Because the thing is, it's like
Because according to the ELO score, like, that should be hugely in my favor. Like, a beginner winning an upset win against not one master, but 2 masters in one game. That's like, wow. And that, I mean, the thing is, like, it's not wow in the sense because I'm already a grandmaster and this is just a new account. But as far as the system's concerned, that's a pretty astounding feat that a beginner beats 2 masters. So I would think it would have boosted me even more than it did. But hey, it doesn't really matter. I enjoyed the game, and we are moving up. And then this account, we should be able to get this account. I think we'll easily get it to expert, easily. And we should be able to get to master in a bit of time. Grandmaster, that was so flippin' hard with the other one, so I'm not expecting to get this one to Grandmaster. I never played for long enough, I'm sure I would. Well, I'm not sure, but I think there's a decent chance I would. I mean, it makes sense that I would, because if I am a Grandmaster, well, I should be able to eventually get accounts to Grandmaster. But expert, we should be able to easily get to that, and then with a bit of work, we should be able to get to master rank. So yeah, that's fun. Grandmaster in disguise, yeah. It can be dodgy when people do that. But I'm not doing it to be dodgy. I'm just creating a new account because of so much pressure on the other account. And had I played it on that other account, well, it would have been about the same because we're winning half, which is fine. But yeah, I had a good time. Oh, it was so close. So close to getting up to level 4. Oh, is this like the rep road? Oh, what the heck? How's this in Risk now? That's weird. More levels coming soon. I wish I'd played it more so I could like have enjoyed and appreciated these updates more. It's such a good game and it's got a good community. But yeah, it's just not financially viable as I like to always. Well, I don't have joy in saying that, but it's true. Anyway, yeah, that was good. That was good. So thank you, Lynn, for being part of the stream all the way through on YouTube and also for stopping by on Facebook and Trovo. Oh wait, maybe not Trovo today. I'm not sure. And Twitch and DLive. Yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for the Gaming Snowman for coming by earlier. For Josh Winder for coming by earlier. And for Masobi on DLive. DLive's my personal favorite, actually. It is my personal favorite. Because YouTube and Twitch have like, just banning people unfair. So does Nemo TV. Well, I'm not sure if it's widespread, but they've just banned me and just haven't responded. I'm like, why am I banned? They're like, no answer. I've emailed them multiple times, so they're like, those 3 have ban issues in that. Facebook, big engager in censorship. Same with Twitter, although hopefully no longer with Elon Musk. But until that happens, I mean, the deal's gone through, but until that threatened, also a censorship thing. So what do we got? We got Trovo, we got Mob Crush, Rumble, Afriga TV, and DLive left. Mob Crush, like, there's just no audience there. There's like just nothing, like, just so it might be a good platform. I don't know, but I mean, it's mainly for restreaming. So that's just. So yeah, the other ban/censorship. That's 5 of them that I don't like. And then Mob Crush, just because of the numbers, leaves us with 4. We got Trovo, we got Rumble, we got DLive, we got Afriga TV. Afriga TV is not based on English. I mean, it is in English, but the primary audience of English is. So for South Koreans, it's probably a fantastic option in that. But for me, I mean, I stream on it, but I don't get much traction that I'm aware of on that. So that's sort of a bit like in the camp of Mob Crush. So potentially good platforms, but I don't experience it. I don't see the tangibleness in it. And then what are we left with? Rumble and DLive. Now, Rumble's not primarily streaming, but actually Rumble is okay for streaming. It's not great. They need to do a whole heap more, like, moderating, be able to remove comments and that. But yeah, of the streaming dedicate ones, DLive is my favorite. And also there is Trovo. They've got a cool monetary program, but yeah, I should have been in that, and I didn't get in it. I hit the criteria. I hit more than the criteria for the low. I had the criteria for the, like, because there's, like, let's say 5 ranks, and I had the criteria for the 4th rank, and I didn't even get put in the 5th rank. So I was, and that cost me. That literally cost me like $1,000 because I spent $1,000 on AdWords, which there was nothing in the TOS that said you couldn't spend on AdWords. And I met the criteria to get in the fourth thing, because the only reason I spent $1,000 on AdWords was so I could get into the bottom tier, which was $600 US you got for getting there, which then would have paid for the ads, which I was happy for. So I would have made $0 profit, but I would have been in the program, and then would have hoped and got a bit of traction, even though the vast, like 90+%, probably 99% of those people that came on, you could see the numbers were huge. We're on the home screen, we got like 500 concurrent viewers. I mean, it seemed like the most I've ever had, even more than YouTube, well, excluding the bots, the botting and that. But yeah, but then I didn't get put in the program, and I was down $1,000 in that, and that was like in 2020 when I really needed that money. And that, but then it's like, well, then why did you spend it like that? Because I was expecting to get it back, because then I get the $600 back. So then it was like, okay, so I've effectively spent no money, because I spent $1,000, made back $600. I'm in the program. I haven't made any profit, but I'm in the program. And then next month, if I then you know, didn't spend the, you know, and I could just keep doing that to just stay in the program, even though I'm effectively getting $0. It's still overall building my channel because it's long term. This is the Mr. Beast mindset, and it was working for me before I got banned. We're getting 20,000 views a day. We were growing. It was good. And then the ban absolutely killed it. And then effectively thousands and thousands of dollars worth of investment was just all wasted just like that. Because I mean, the live stream, because I'd spent thousands on O-Bubble, which most of those streams had failed, but I did have that one that was super successful in that and went really well. And then I mean, I know, but as of that point, I then stopped using O-Bubble. But I'm pretty sure there's a likely chance I used O-Bubble at the start for streaming that one. Yeah, I'm sure I did. But then it was actually going to start getting revenue back and was getting like 10,000 views a day, and then that was killed. So all that was gone. No, the AdWords I spent, I think, like $3,000 or more on AdWords and that. And then that was wasted because then it killed my P score or shadow banned me or whatever it did. And then my channel was just absolutely like not like hardly any growth anymore. So then I just like lost thousands and thousands of dollars in investment because of the ban. But on Trovo, I should have been in that program, but they didn't put me in that program. And then I feel like I'm scammed. I don't know if that's the word, but I feel like robbed. I don't know what the best word is, but unfairly, unethically deprived of $1,000. Like, if they the next month said, hey, okay, we should have been more clear. We don't actually want you to use ads to get into the program. So going forward, you're not allowed to do that anymore. But because we didn't say anything about that, and it's not the TOS, and we never told you weren't allowed to use ads, and also the fact that you used ads actually helps out Trovo, because you've spent $1,000, which is like 10,000, 100,000 people, whatever, coming to Trovo. So you're allowed to get into it this time, but going forward, that we're going to have a policy of no ads if you're going to be in the program. We're like, that's fine, that's fair. I get in the program, you'd never said anything about it, so I get in the program for the month, and then if next month I don't hit the criteria, then I'm out, that's fine. I get my $600 back, so we're all fair. But no, I didn't get put in the program, and I was down out of pocket $1,000 that I spent on promoting my channel /Trovo and that, so I was pretty annoyed at that. I mean, at the time I was very unassertive in that, so I was like, oh well, I guess I'm down $1,000. When I needed $1,000, yeah, I was low on money at that time. So that was really gutting, and that was really unfair, and yeah, I really that really hurt that they did that. So yeah, I mean, there's no real resolve to it, is there? I missed it, and the thing is, they can't reinstate me to the program because the people now in the program are hugely ahead, whereas my progress on Trovo is just absolutely stagnated. Like at the start, I was one of the first 100 people to hit 100 followers on Trovo. I mean, I was there when it was called Mad Cat TV, and was at one point one of the only two. There's two of us streaming live, and I was one of the only two. That's crazy in that. There's only 2 people live on the whole platform, and I was one of them. So I was one of the founders. I was one of the early ones. So I was with AMG and that. And they were a great company to work with, and that was awesome. And that was a whole heap of us. But anyway, now then that stopped in that. But I mean, Trovo can't put me back in the program because now the minimum requirement will be way higher, and I'd be nowhere close in that. But so yeah, it's just sort of a shame. But then it's like, then that's why I'm like, well, Trovo, they've got a cool monetary program, but I was unfairly screwed over by it. So I'm like, no, I don't. I mean, because in their defense, it says in the terms of if for the monetary program that they get to choose at their own discretion. Fair, sure, but also fair, sure, that you should have not eliminated me when you had nothing in your TOS. You'd said nothing about the advertising, and they would have been able to see that there's huge spikes in that, and that it was probably not bots. Well, it wasn't bots, it was real people in that, and they should have been able to tell that. And if they had an issue with that, they should have told me, but they didn't. And so they should have honored it in that first month. They should have said, hey, if that's what they didn't want, you don't want awards, sure, okay, fine. But you can't, you can. They have the right to do that. But as a decent, fair company, I think that's just absolutely sad. Like, so sad. Like, a dude spends $1,000. That's a hang of a lot of money to help promote his channel on your platform, which helps your platform. And then you're just like, and the only reason I did that, only reason, was so that then I could get that $600 which would then cover the expense. And then they're like, nah, actually, no, you're not getting the program, you don't get $600. And so I was like, that's just so sad. That's so sad. That's just so unfair. In my view. And that if they're a fair, decent company, and that they could have easily ratified that and said, going forward, nothing with this month, you get the 600. And then I would have been happy. I'd be like, yep, that's all good. Going forward, I won't spend. And then I probably wouldn't have kept up. I probably wouldn't have got enough growth. Maybe I would have. Maybe I'd be a top Trovo streamer. I doubt it. I don't know. My personality just doesn't seem to fly very well. Some people like it, but most people don't. But anyway, that's why I have a big issue with Trovo. Which leaves D-Live. D-Live is my favorite one. For streaming, dedicated streaming, Trovo is my favorite one. Overall, Rumble is, because Rumble's like, yeah, got all the video stuff and that as well, and is a legit YouTube competitor. But anyway, that's mine. So my favorite one overall is Rumble. Favorite streaming one overall is D-Live. So they're my two favorite ones that haven't got ban issues and haven't got like hardly any user issues, like as in or Trovo issues. Anyway, that's that. So thank you to everyone that came by. Thank you to Cool Geek for coming by, and for 15th highest player in the world, aka Spud Topped, coming by. I'm on Trovo the whole time. Exceeded the criteria. Seemed quite unfair. You're such an early streamer there, shame. And they even came into your stream. I don't even remember them coming. Oh, no, I actually do. I do. Yeah, way back at the start. Because, if they're trying to check, is the streaming working? There was only like 2 of us sometimes as options. Yeah. And I think most of those early streamers are all gone now. It's just sort of, like, it's sort of unfortunate. It's just sort of sad in a sense. Because that monetary program... it's a cool idea and I think it's cool because it gives people actually stable incomes. It makes it financially viable to do stuff. But you had to, there's only 500. 500 is still a lot of people for a new platform and that. But what ended up happening realistically is all these dedicated people that were part of AMG that were, working really hard and streaming away and that. They were doing their thing. But then as soon as that monetary platform came in, all these other ones that had never heard of Trovo, didn't even care about Trovo really, well, I don't know if they didn't, but yeah, they hadn't worked to like sort of grow it when you're like getting no view. But then again, yeah, we were getting paid. The people with AMG, we were getting paid to stream. So it's not like, oh, we're just genuinely volunteering all this time for nothing. Like we were getting compensated for doing that. Which then you could say, well, if you're not going to take a sponsor, you take that. I think that's different. That's basically like being employed. That's not really being sponsored to say stuff. I didn't have to say anything about AMG at all, but I appreciated that they do that. So, but I think realistically, lots of those early, then these big ones that could easily, because it was like based on the criteria who got into it, but all these other ones that were massive from other platforms, like I think Bobby Brawl Stars, and there was one of them I remember, but all these other people from other platforms, which I'm not saying that's wrong, you can't allow that. Otherwise, then you just it's not corruption, but it's like unfairly, like whoever got in first then just has basically an ultimate forever pass, no matter how, like, even if they got no viewers for like 40 hours of streaming, they're getting paid $600. That doesn't make sense either. So yeah, but it was, it's sort of a tricky one because it's like, like all these people that had like, committed to it and that, and then these bigger ones just came along. I guess that's the equivalent I can think of it like on YouTube, like when the Jack Blacks came from, late night television. They're not YouTubers and that, but then they put all their shows on there and they just got masses of views. Jack Black actually did some YouTube videos and that, but, lots of the, people were unhappy with all these big shows coming. Well, there's nothing wrong with them coming on, but then when what annoyed people is when then on the trending thing and all that, it was always these late night not always, but a lot of the time these late night show, Jimmy Fallon, Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Kimmel and all that, and it's like, that's not authentic YouTube. That's not the people that built the thing. That's not like, YouTube. It's just like, that's just TV put on YouTube and that. So I can see the two sides. Like, on one side, like, you know, YouTube's, well, it's not open and free for everyone, but theoretically, in the old times, you know, YouTube's open and free for everyone, and that doesn't matter if you're a big platform, if you watch Mojo.com or whatnot, or T-Series and that, it's there for everyone to use and that. And then I think that's a good thing. But then I can also see the, like, people that, like, built it all up. But, I mean, I'm sure it's so many areas in life where people built it all up, but the guys with more money just came along and said, I don't care. We're buying you up. You want to sell? You know, or like, well, we're taking this ad space. We're going to pay the advertisers more. It doesn't matter if you've always advertised with Jolly Billboards or Google Ads or whoever you advertise with. We're taking up the space. So, yeah, I don't know. It wasn't really like, I don't know the answer to that. I think, I don't know. I mean, I'd lean towards, well, no, the free market of, like, just let anyone come in and that. But I can see it's a shame for you know, all those early AMG creators that really put in a lot of effort. That were compensated. That's very important to note. Yeah, but, you know, then they just sort of all just got wiped out by, not all, but most of them were wiped out. I think. I don't know. I don't actually know. I would guess, I assume that most of them were then wiped out by these big ones that just came along and then just were getting the high income things. Which, I mean, and it's Trovo's money. Trovo has absolutely every right to do what it wants with its money. Yeah, and for the record, actually, just to be very clear, AMG had nothing to do with me not getting in that program. That was entirely on the leadership or management of Trovo. AMG was awesome. I had literally zero issues with AMG. Like, the biggest issue I had was, like, they gave out bonuses, like, just, like, you know, and then it's like, okay, what's this bonus for? Like, are you sure I'm supposed to get that bonus? Like, that was you know, that's an awesome issue to have, and yeah, I got this bonus. So, yeah, but yeah, it's like, that's sort of what happened with the Trovo situation. I mean, it still exists. I still stream on it. I have basically no one really come through it. I mean, the odd person just says hi, or just, I see Linda in the chat. You said I'd say hi. But back in the day, I mean, that was like our main, like, it was equal with YouTube. We had like heaps of people on it and that. I mean, I was really pushing for that, and that was before I was banned. And, well, it was before I was banned and after I was banned, and, you know, was saying, like, this is the one. I don't know, we had a lot of growth. It was really cool. I mean, I was streaming games, though, like Brawl Stars, and that was a lot more popular. So hard to tell if I stream Brawl Stars, probably I'd get more viewers on that. But yeah, it was a big thing. Like, Trovo was like, whoa, there's a heap of people there. But now it's like, I just, like, had nothing for, like, well, I'd say 2 years. Maybe not quite 2 years, but over a year, it's just nothing. Like, just no viewers really there at all. They're watching my streams. There's viewers there. There's be thousands of viewers there, probably. I don't know, like, D-Live, like, sometimes you're like, huh, there's, like, how many people, like, is there less than 2,000 concurrent people? I mean, I don't know how D-Live's staying profitable. I really hope D-Live doesn't get knocked out, because it's like, oh, it's such a brutal game. It's just life in general with, like, big companies just to monopolies and just keep buying up other companies. Like, it's just, and the incentive for the other company, the incentive for small companies not to sell to big companies is just not much, because the big company can sort of just create alternatives and just put them out of business. Plus, they get a whole heap of money if they sell. But it's like, it's annoying, because then it just keeps going to these big, mega corporations and that. Yeah, big business, eh? Which yeah, I don't know. I don't inherently have an issue with big business, just like I don't inherently have an issue with monopolies. But generally, as a general rule, monopolies and big business don't end out well for. I mean, in some ways it can, because it's like, you know, economies of scale, and that's a good thing. It can push the price down. But in other times, a lot of times, it's like, oh, well, we're so big, and we control, like, all these different areas, and we can just, like, do these dodgy things. I don't know, it's very unspecific. I can't think of an example on that, but, I mean, is there anyone that's, like, pro-big business still? I mean, both the right and the left wing of politics both dislike big business for different reasons. I love the horseshoe theory. The horseshoe theory, basically, I love that, which, I mean, because it sort of is a meme to, like, mock people in the center, not politically center, although it could be, but as in just, like, people that, like, it's, basically the idea is there's people that are very low IQ and people that are very high IQ, and they agree on something, but for totally different reasons. Then there's all these people in the middle, and they're like, oh, you know, we know what's up in that, or whatnot, but then it's like, the intellectuals, you know. But then again, well, the term intellectuals, like, if you can find, like, it, like, what, because, you know, some people would say intellectuals are the academics or the experts in that. But it depends what you mean by that, because, like, intellectuals, I'd say Thomas Sowell. I mean, but then it's like, but then I consider him an expert on economics and that. But yeah, the term expert's thrown around a lot. Like, yeah, it's just, yeah, they're just, yeah, it's just, it's such a loaded term, because, like, it's like experts, you know, like expert, you know, like, because one of the personality questions was like, do you think that the experts are normally right on things and that? It's like, well, theoretically, yeah, of course. If they're an actual expert, well, then experts will be right most of the time. But the reality is that, like, it's subjective as to who you define as the experts are in that. Because theoretically, because it's like such a loaded, like, who would not say that the experts are, but it's because of the fact that what termed experts so often are just saying so much nonsense that, yeah, it's like, I mean, even just saying that the so-called experts are saying a lot of nonsense, even that could be deemed misinformation in that, just saying that. But it's like, yeah, it's like, because theoretically, if they're a true expert, well, of course, you'd always, like, you'd agree with the experts, because the experts will be right. But the reality is, what's deemed expert is not always expert, and then it's just, like, yeah, it's just a mess like that. Where was I forgot. Big business, yeah, big business. But yeah, it's the horseshoe theory in that, and it's just so funny how there's, like, people, like, it's not necessarily low IQ, high IQ, but it could be on things in that. Yeah, just like for totally different incentives, and they're like, yeah, yeah, and you know, so the left and the right for different, I don't know, some of it will be the same incentives in that. Don't like big business. Well, I don't know, I'd say, so I don't know, the left would not like big business because greedy corporations making lots of money, and the right wouldn't like big business because big business can be corrupt and has a higher chance of corruption, and then they're making, like, profits illegally, or, like, yeah, corruptly. Anyway, but yeah, big business, eh? Yeah, I don't think this means, I don't know, but at the same time, but then I'm not for, yeah, well, yeah. But then it just comes back to this whole theory of, do you assume that people are smart enough to make the right decisions? Because then it comes down to, like, well, how big do you want the government, both, like, in terms of intervening in a whole heap of stuff, and people taking care of, like, you know, self-responsibility in that, versus the government takes care of people in that. But in terms of, like, because, like, I don't really want Google broken up. I mean, I'm not a fan of Google. I don't like Google. But I don't want the government to step in and break Google up. Like, I just want people to wake up and think, maybe, like, Google's selling all our data off in all these ways. But then it comes down to, well, do you value privacy in that? And that's actually a recent change I've had. Like, it's not like I didn't value privacy, but I didn't value it nearly as much as, like, in the last, like, year. I've been like, well, it's more and more and more. I'm like, actually, it's a major problem, especially when they start censoring stuff. Although that's not based on profiling, but they start politically showing different people different stuff and that. I mean, then it's the echo chamber issue, but also then they just start politically swaying elections, because they can just, but then there's not even necessarily a data collection issue, that's just them biasing the results and that. But there's this group that was collecting a whole heap of data and noticed that, like, the Google was, like, only sending out notifications to go vote to, like, one political side in that. And then, you know, which then they got that for collecting and using your data and that. So then it becomes a big issue. It's not just like it's like, no, that's a massive issue. That's massive problems. Because then but then it comes back to, like, well, how smart do you how much do you entrust a given voter to, like, make the right decisions and that. And but then it comes down to, well, then is democracy the best form of government and that. And yeah, I mean, I think there's a hang of a lot of questions that lots of people don't answer. They just don't answer. They don't get the mass inconsistency of it. They just they just don't even think, it's like, let's be consistent here. And I'm not saying I have the answer. I'm just saying I'm noticing a lot of inconsistency. Because I genuinely don't know a lot of, I don't know what the best solution is in terms of, like, the whole, like, government's, like how much direct democracy you have versus just giving a group like that like full power for and then how long do you do the terms? 3 years, 4 years? Yes, you both have valid arguments. Should there be term limits? I mean, they got a presidential term limit, but not congressman term limits and that. And I'd say in general, people that keep running, but then I'd say disproportionately bad, but then it's like, well, we don't want to block a good person from running lots in that, because then it's more likely corruption can sort of survive and stay in that. But so it's like kind of good if you keep getting new people, but then they can have corrupt systems of like the system. By the time you're out, you've already got the next guy that's going to help you and etc. That kind of stuff. In terms of so you don't have to have term limits and that, but then I'd say politicians are disproportionately dodgy people. So then of course you're gonna have disproportionately dodgy people that keep rerunning in that. Well, not necessarily disproportionate from the politicians, but as in people that, if most of the politicians are dodgy, but then I don't know, I used to never get like why people would say politicians lie and why politicians are dodgy, and now it's like, now I sort of realize, I'm like, yeah, sure, that makes a lot of sense. Because I mean, a lot of them I think do it for power, which is not good. Yeah, it just sort of just becomes such a toxic fight. It's just awful. It's just so damaging. Just like, it's just in the back and forth like between Republican and Democrat, like it's like just pick a direction and stick with it, because then it's just like the president's just undoing half of what half the term of what the other guy just did. That's just destroying a country. Like, just pick a direction and stick with it. Just pick a direction. Just go with it. Like, otherwise this is just destroying things. Yeah, I could talk a lot. Big business price out until they really dominate. Because there's Lime in New Zealand, and there's Uber. Heat index 102 Fahrenheit now, which is 39 Celsius. I reckon I'll stick just 20 minutes of mowing. Boom, boom. The right doesn't like big business. Wrongly knocking out so many little guys. I don't think they're all dodgy. Oh no, I don't think they're all dodgy either. There's good politicians. There's like decent good people for sure. But there are a lot of dodgy ones. So I can see, and yeah, in terms of the term limits, because you can have it, because on one side's like, no, increase them, because otherwise it's just too short and we don't get enough time. And it sort of then goes like along with my idea of, well, you don't want to keep voting back and forth, so give me more time. But then it still doesn't solve the issue that people keep voting back and forth in that. Because I in like 2018, I said to someone, maybe 2019, I said like, the problem is the swing voters. Like, people just need to stick aside. Like, I have more respect for the people on either side that just stick with their side than the people that just keep flipping every election, because that's just ruining the country in the US and that. But then they counted it and said, I think that every voter should be a swing voter in that. But I feel like we're kind of saying the same thing in that. I just think that the process of repeatedly swinging back and forth is just so destructive in that. Like, it's like, sure, be a swing voter, but just don't keep changing your mind every 3 years, because that just is damaging as. Yeah, but so I can see the argument for extending them, but also like the argument for limiting. I mean, it's almost like, yeah, I think overall I'd lean towards it's better to have longer terms than that, but then I can also see the problems with, but then the US is interesting because they have the midterms and that, which then changes things and that. Yeah, it's a whole interesting things. I don't like, lucky to have some good ones. Nice. I like term limits, but not long enough for people to learn the system. But long enough, right, yes. Yeah. 2 seems like, 2 seems, I don't know. There's good that's come out of not having term limits, and there's bad that's come out of not having term limits. There are trade-offs, no solutions. Anyway, with that, I will start to conclude it. So thank you to Hasbro and SMG Studio for the game. Thank you to 24timesloose.com for the time that's normally below. Thank you to SuperSight for the camera. Thank you to Restream.io for allowing me to stream to all the different platforms. Thank you to Twitch, Nimo TV, YouTube, Freaka TV, DLive, Facebook, Rumble, Mobcrush, Twitter, and Trovo for allowing me to stream on your platforms. thank you to OBS for the free streaming software, and to 360 million for the reflection of the screen. Thank you to Lynn for moderating, and thank you to Spud Top. Well, thank you to, for all of you for coming by. Thank you for we got 1 like. We got 1 like. 1 like. There we go. Boom. And sort of confusing. It's annoying because I have the 2 OBS things. I can't really. Oh yeah, that works. Okay, we'll go like that, and do that. Boom. Oh no, I can't see it. I have the stream key. Anyway, there's that there, and then we got the stats here. So a pretty quiet stream, really. 25 viewers for 3 hours. That's even less than the 60 for. That's sort of like insanely low, like super low. Like 3 hours, and we have like 33,000 subscribers, and somehow. Anyway, yeah, that's okay. Just seems like really low. It shouldn't be demonetized. I don't think so. Surely not. Live. Yeah, no, it's not demonetized. Neither was that one. Oh, those ones are still demonetized. Oh, it's probably never gonna do it because I requested a review and they don't review it. They don't review it in time, and then the stream ends, and then it's unviewable, and then it never gets resolved. Like I've got one from 2019, from August 2019. It's been over 1,000 days, and it's still demonetized. It's been they've been considering it for 3 years now, almost 3 years now. And it's still under review. They still haven't decided whether it's suitable for advertisers. This one here, August 18, 2019. So they demonetized it. I requested a review. I've already told you this one. But yeah, I requested a review, and while it was streaming, they didn't review it while it was streaming, and then the stream finished, and then becomes unviewable, and they still haven't reviewed it to this day. And I told them about this when I was talking to the support, and they said like, we'll look into it, or I don't know what they said. Yeah, they said probably something to the tune of I'll look into it. Anyway, yeah, 1,000 days later, still pending review, and they say it normally takes a week. So the video running is limited or no ads due to content identified as suitable for, well, first of all, there was no content in there that wasn't suitable for advertisers. So first of all, they're wrong. And they keep saying, oh, we're going to improve it. Well, dude, it's been over 1,000 days. 1,000 days. There's a hang of a lot of days. There's 24,000 hours. And you incorrectly identified it as not suitable for advertisers. And 1,000 days later, you still haven't made up your mind. Like, it's just nonsense. It's just absolute nonsense. There's absolute. I mean, I'm not even going to make 1 cent on that when it's remonetized, because they can't even watch anything. Maybe they could still show an ad. I mean, these days they're showing like 4 ads for like a 3-minute video, so I don't know. But yeah, it's dodgy ads, man. It's dodgy ads. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Like, isn't that ridiculous? Surely everyone would have to agree. That's pretty ridiculous. Well, you don't have to agree, but yeah, that's just 1,000 days. 1,000 days. They say it's supposed to take 7. It's been not 700, not 70, not 700, but 1,000. And who knows how many more days it will take. They gave you the brush off. But yeah, it's just absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And things, even if they like came to me personally and said, hey, look, we're gonna fix all these issues and that, and we're just gonna whitelist your channel. We're gonna put that P score up to what it was before you were banned. We're gonna whitelist your channel. You're gonna have no more demonetization issues, and no just randomly getting banned. Yeah, and you're gonna have access to like Suzanne herself. We're not gonna give you these absolute nonsense, absolutely rubbish, incompetent people that have just absolutely just waste your time. We're just, even if they did that, I'd still be like I wouldn't even feel right to just accept that. I'd be like, sure, you can treat me like that. It's probably how you treat some of these top people on your platform. But that is not going to fix this. This doesn't make it excusable. And actually, I'd be tempted to decline their offer. Because it's like, just because then I somehow get this lucky pass to being treated well. It's like, all these other people are constantly still going through absolutely rubbish. Like, PewDiePie just last year had his own video claimed. His own video, and then he especially did it not with a company, he released it himself just so that wouldn't happen. And then he got his own video claimed. The Fat Rat had it happen a few years ago, and then there was this guy that was doing this NASA stream, and spent like $1,000 to get like the license to stream at something, and then someone just claimed it. And this is not fixed. It's just absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. And it's yeah, so even if YouTube's like, hey, you know, we're gonna give you, you know, it's like, I'll be like, dude, like, who cares about me? Like, just fix it for everyone. I'd rather fix for everyone else than fix for me. Like, it doesn't matter if you just pull up these few people, these VIP status, which I don't know exists, but I assume exists. I assume these whitelisted channels. But, I mean, honestly, there's still channels over 1 million that just accidentally get, like, deleted. It's like, not deleted, like, banned. Like, channels with over 1 million subs, and then they're just like, hey, YouTube, I've just been banned. And they're like, oh, yeah, sorry about that. It's like, what do you mean? What do you mean you just accidentally banned a 1 million channel thing? How does that even happen? It's just crazy. It's just absurd. So, yeah, it's like, even if they gave me, which they won't, I highly, highly, highly doubt it. I mean, I don't really have any connections in the industry at all. I mean, I have none, really. I mean, yeah, not really. So, yeah, I mean, even if they said, hey, it's like, no, why, you can make it nice for me, but that's absolutely unfair on everyone else that's still going through this absolute trash, like, every day. I mean, you don't have issues every day necessarily. Some people would, man. But it's just absurd. It's absolute disgrace. So, yeah, I'm so over that. Oh, well, I saw a huge win for the gun rights and the Supreme Court ruling. I haven't been keeping up with that. Have you tried Senior Snail? No, I haven't. It's like, no, I haven't. I mean, just seeing how they treat, like, most people, just most of the time. It's, yeah, I don't think, I mean, I've heard that, yeah, male has it more likely to have an impact in that, but when you're dealing with YouTube or Google, I don't think anything's gonna have an impact. Money might. Hey, you know, we got like a $1 billion deal. Like, you know, want to deal with? Oh, yeah. You can come to our office. You know, here's our address. Here's my personal phone number. This is not a jit pie, Sergey Brin or Suzanne Wojcik, but yeah, it's a disgrace. I don't even know. I don't even know why they're doing it. Like, I don't even know. Like, it just doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even though they're a monopoly. It's like, it doesn't even make sense. Like, it's absolutely going to wreck them in the long term. I mean, but the thing is, they're making so much money. I mean, I don't know if they lose money on YouTube. But I mean, you know, it just sort of almost doesn't matter. But one day it will matter. You know, you can't keep doing this forever. You know, they're bleeding YouTubers to Rumble and Odyssey and these other platforms, and the morale of the people, I mean, it's insane the level at which people put up with. That's how they can get away with it, because people just allow immense amounts of abuse without ever walking away, because it's hard to walk away. Can be hard. So, yeah. Anyway, I will do this screenshot of this final I'm one of those people that just like, yeah, no. Oh, yeah. As the old saying goes, give a man a fish, feed him for a day, teach a man to... Oh, no. It was so good. This is such a funny clip on. It's so good. It's just like, it's so, and the comments on it are beautiful. I think I mentioned it before. Like, one of them was, he knew the line, but then he realized overfishing is a big problem. It's so good. Comments can be fantastic. Why has it got the May one? That's not right. That's not right. No, Galley Dawn. No, stop it. Stop it, Galley Dawn. No. That's not right. I'm Peter, $17, and you're welcome. No, that didn't say that. No, it's anyway. He's a good ass lad. Peter, $17 here from the Glad. Peter, $17. Oh man, the average watch time 20 minutes. That's insanely long. But that's just because there's been so few viewers come by. But that's insanely long. Like that's so high. And thank you to the members of my channel. Thank you to the members of my channel. Boom, there you have it. Boom, there goes gravity. Sleep time for you, bake time. Yes, I'm gonna have some popcorn. I love popcorn. I ordered a 20 kg sack of popcorn. That's how much I love popcorn. Popcorn. Swedish. Okay, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? I've done that. That's right. We're going to the members. The members of the channel. Membership. So, thank you to Shardlight, iThinks, Lynn, Phasecast, Josh, Lynn. Thank you for being members of the channel. Almost to 4. Yeah, you're close. Josh Winder, Lynn Stillwell, 2. It's gonna be a bright sunshiny day. And how far away am I? Let's have a look. I'll just bring this thing back up. It's a lot of popcorn. It is a lot of popcorn. It's kernels. So I just cook up a few, and I'll cook up a few tonight as well. So there we go. I'm 20 months. That's not bad. Okay, with the ban, it knocked me out for a while. I mean, knocked everyone out, and then it took me a wee while to rejoin. Oh, rejoined. Oh, it's because I had my money to cards. Like my credit card got cancelled because somehow someone. I don't even know how someone got it, but they didn't. They only spent like $5, like from the US. So then I didn't want it to cancel it. I thought I would just freeze it and then unfreeze it every time I use it, but then that's not really a good solution, is it? Because they have expiry dates like 5 years, which I think makes sense, because then it just like makes it safer and less likely for dodgy stuff to happen. But yeah, 23 months. Very good. I wish it showed the exact date in that. This is cool as stats. I wish they had this ages ago. I used to love doing all the videos of the updates and that. It was so much cool. It was so cool. It was so fun. Like, I do all sorts in that. You know, and usually, Rumble's just so lacking. Like, all the feet, like, all the man, I honestly wish Rumble would employ me. Like, I would work for Rumble. I would help Rumble. Like, yeah, I really would like to, because they're just like YouTube, like, and it wouldn't be that hard. Like, at least all the Q&A stuff. Like, there's all, like, YouTube has all these good forms. And, like, these are all the stream rates you stream at. This is what it's been tested at. This is what we recommend. These are the max specifications. This is how you monetize. This, you know, it's all this detailed as stuff. Whereas Rumble's just got, like, none of that. And the updates, the stats on YouTube, really, really cool. Really, really cool. And I mean, and they don't need it, like, Rumble doesn't need to make it perfect, but they just, like, they need to add way more stuff. It's just so lacking. And it's just really not good. I get so passionate about things, man. I get so passionate about things. Yeah. I love, like, all those old videos of covering the updates. I love that. And you know, I would do it for Rumble. I mean, but they don't really even, like, yeah. They just, like, announce their merger, announce they got live streaming. There's still got, like, hardly anyone that live streams. Like, the fact that I can still keep featuring on Rumble, which is, like, I don't know, like, 1 million or more people a day come by. And it's like, what the heck? I can still, it's almost like a cheat to get on it. Like, because the videos are super insanely competitive. But with streams, there's, like, only 10 concurrent streams on Rumble. So it's like, you could just easily get on the list, on the which isn't as prominently featured, but it's pretty prominently featured. Like, if we go to... Oh, I can't click on that one, can I? Bother. I'll go from here. If we go to Rumble Live... we're not here right now. But there's not many... because, yeah, how do we... It's... If I go to this... And then we go to... Trending. And then we go to... Most recent. Then it shows all the streams. And there I go. Okay, that's way more than 10. Whoa, that's a lot more than 10. But it's still not that many. Like, on YouTube, there would be, like, just the top 100 are, like, real popular. But, you know, there'd be, like, possibly thousands on YouTube. Whereas on Rumble, it's, like, maybe 25 or something. But it's not that many. So you can just, like, release your video, but as a live stream, just so it showed up. 22 views, it's not many. And then this one here. Which is doing really well. It's doing really well. Okay, I think it's about time. I think it's about time, isn't it? Which is kind of cool because like, whoa, this is the stream here. And it's like, you know, and then it's like, whoa, I can show you it like right here. That's it, right there. That's the live one. Yeah. Anyway, that's sometimes it's just like, there we go, boom. That will wrap it up. I've talked a lot. Passion is good. Make it a job of career one day. I'm surprised it doesn't show you exact count on my. Not that I can see, but yeah. Thank you for being part of the stream, Lynn. I often end up delaying it. Oh, it's almost 4 hours. There we go. Well, have a wonderful, beautiful rest of your day, Lynn, and everyone that watches this stream in the future. Have a wonderful, beautiful rest of your day. I repeat myself a lot, not intentionally. Anyway, see you all next time. Good night, and God bless.